Can't be.
Hey
Eh?
guys, y'all are early tonight.
Hmm? Hmm?
Keiwana
The
is
party
hot.
program.
Waiting on Jay, Cody. Well, time.
Keiwana, you hot over there?
Yeah, she's nothing wrong. That's what happened.
Oh, pass.
Well,
Good night, good night, good
Good night,
night.
Danille.
Good
How are
night,
you,
Danille.
beautiful?
No, honestly, me definitely have to go get one of them ring light there, honestly, because the lighting over there, like,
We're glowing over here. Nice, nice. So we're
Good
going to
night,
start
guys. Good night.
shortly.
Good night. Chantel been here patiently waiting since about an hour ago.
boy, Chantel,
Tashika, Blair. Claudia, Wana, good night. Kodia, good night. Margaret come up the program early out.
let's see. If I put that slide
Akila, hey Akila. He said this should be very interesting. Good night, Beverly. Hey, Karine.
Nope.
Okay, so
Alright,
where is
so
Jay, the soldier?
I don't know where's Jay.
Really? No. Are you serious that Jay is not in the building?
No, not yet. Jay's always late.
He's coming.
He's
You know him there country, so
What to say? It takes a while.
takes a while for him to get connected. But
So it's red cup night. Brokey says a red cup night.
Red cup.
No, because
Oh my gosh.
we have a red cup in our
Brokey in the darkness.
Powering on. Welcome to All Tech Lansing.
It's starting in a minute, guys, but we're waiting on
God.
Jay.
That's still I said the men are busy cheating.
I did. I feel like I'm echoing. Am I echoing, guys?
Nope, not
No.
okay.
all right.
Share the work this sales season. By
Where's your
serving
partner in crime? Huh? Brokey.
Good night.
Good night. Where's your partner in crime?
I don't crime time this, so we are no partner.
Let's see the comments. Hey, Tashai. So is Brokey. I see you, Kiki. So I'm sharing the link. I'm inviting a couple people. I don't know where Jay is, so hopefully he'll be here soon.
There is yet to be found.
Oh, you want to call him?
Jay soon forward, man.
Oh, he'll soon come? So what do you think we should do? Start before him come?
No, you have to wait on Brokey, Jay.
Yeah, so guys.
In the meantime, guys, just continue to share the lights. We want to get as many individuals on here before we get started. You understand? Because when we start, it's just going to be straight fire.
Definitely.
Straight fire.
Mr. Nolan, any way you could play some music in the background so we're getting other vibes while we're waiting?
Yes, you just show YouTube love white name. Maybe you
okay.
can listen to Christina's beautiful voice.
I'm not singing tonight.
Come on, Chrissy, come on. Who want to hear Chrissy sing? Everybody say, "Hey, give them a note."
Okay, guys. So you know what we're gonna talk about before we start while we're waiting. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the world. You know, like rain, flooding, hurricanes. What else? Earthquakes. Like there's a lot of things going on right now. So I think now is the time that we really need to, pray and stuff.
That's right.
For real.
That's right.
Because it's crazy.
A lot of things going on in Jamaica. A
Oh
lot
my
of things going on in the US, wherever you are.
That's
The-
right. The roads is really, oh my God, that's heartbreaking to even look at. No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seem
for
like
real.
Jamaica the land of water now.
Oh my God.
Like
For
roads
real.
gone.
Boy, it look like from over the years with every time like we have that heavy rain and piece of the road drop off, it's like everything are going right now. Like them
Everything.
nothing to work with. Them have to go really create some overhead highway or something. No joke.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Boy, we need some intervention over there.
Mister?
Put the link in the comment section. That's what they're saying, Christina. Put the link in the comment
Put the
section.
link.
All right.
Yes.
Put the link in the. Oh, maybe I could put it
All
in.
right.
I'll put it in there.
You know, some
There's
beautiful
technical
couple
difficulty.
some partners tonight. So she try cool down herself over there.
I know, right?
She is ready to set it off on fire. Good night, Khadijah.
No, I will want pan. My fan but it's too long, so I have to fan.
So you're putting the link in the description, right?
Oh yeah, man, put it in.
Oh, no one is doing it. No one is putting it in.
I'm trying to
Good
do it.
night, guys. Share the link. Invite your friends. Like the what's it called? Like the video. Like the live. I'm to do it from here.
Yeah, do it from there. People can't figure out this one, even though I used to use it.
3310.
Oh, yo, who remember?
Give me a ringtone. Give me a ringtone.
No, blue flip.
Who remembers the Nokia 3310? The best phone. The best phone out there, for real.
Yo, whenever you drop that phone, it's like
The floor. The floor break.
drop
Inside the
so
phone.
many times and that phone is still good.
Yeah,
No,
not like
listen.
these fancy phones nowadays.
So years ago, right, when it was all about Nokia, but then Motorola started coming in, I think shortly after that, correct me if I'm wrong still.
The flip.
The real actual Motorola where it come with the Blackberry. Blackberry did come in.
Oh, Blackberry, yes,
right?
yes, I remember Blackberry.
Was
Then
it
you have to make
after?
up your mind, Motorola, BlackBerry.
So no
Blackberry.
Motorola make Blackberry.
BlackBerry.
No, Daniel.
All right, then so the Blackberry. So all right, long and start of the story. What I'm trying to say is years ago, my aunt went shopping downtown. Always got on, so she knows that she not to walk with her phone. As you know them, when you get some elderly, me not call me auntie no old man because she like gonna kill me. But when you get elderly, a nice up to date phone, but you have her market phone because them time them a take phone like crazy at all, right? So the guy apparently he was one of them who would grab phone or thief or whatever and I walk up behind her to snatch her phone and the phone go ring my lord. Hear him, woman buy good phone. Him not buy a thief her phone.
Oh.
Just by the ringing of the phone. He said, no. We don't want a phone there.
Buy a good phone.
I'll get a good phone for man, Rob.
I'm telling you.
I wonder if I sent Jay the link.
What kind of time Jay on?
I know, and Keiwana is nervous over there. Look at her.
Done.
You want to wear a team?
Because
We are a team, so we'll be fine.
Because we're not trying to figure out what we want. I mean, no one want right now.
You know what is true, bro? People go get our pen and paper, so we don't forget what
I mean, no, I don't know right now. Well, as a woman, what we really want?
Keiwana don't know if she's hot, she's cold, she's nervous.
Listen, you're not on any side tonight, okay?
See?
I'm neutral, but
First sign this. After
Keiwana.
you want a winter.
Sweetheart, listen, we are representing the ladies, okay?
I know we got this.
We are a team. We got this.
You know what? Just styling, that's all. But we got this. Oh, look at it.
So he
Welcome.
has arrived.
So Ladybug is finally here, guys.
and finally paying internet bill. Welcome. Always pay your cable bill.
Kick it off, man. Already.
tonight,
What the
guys.
score? What the score? Y'all lead, bro?
Welcome
1-0. I'm alone. Got score one a while ago.
1-0, 1-0.
Keiwana hot.
So guys, share the live, invite somebody, invite a friend to join. Like the live as you come in. Welcome back once again to another live Talk Sundays with Nolan and Chrissy and me.
How much are we?
Nolan
and Chrissy.
Nolan and I, and tonight we have
our special guest tuning in from out of the US.
Everybody's in the US on this side.
We got Robshan Mad thing on the top right. To his left, we got Keiwana here as well. Then to the left of Keiwana, I think that's me and Christina. Yeah. Then we got Danille right there on the bottom right. She's ready. She was waiting. Then we got Jaye the Soji. Late as ever, just paid his internet bill just to be on this live. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. But they tell you pay the bill for last week, you know. I told you to pay the bill. But let's jump in it.
I already see a couple people commenting saying the ladies won. So tonight it's a debate. It's going to be a discussion between. What is the Brokey?
Brokey.
Okay, I'm sorry. So tonight it's going to be a discussion between the ladies and the male. So what we're going to do as usual is just throw some questions out there. And guys, you can always call. If you have questions, you can call in. You can comment the questions. You can text it on where's the phone?
On WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp. Yeah.
Anything. Any questions you guys have, you can comment it down below too.
Yeah.
Message, anything. So who's ready?
Let it
Look
play.
at Jay's hand is well folded, you know, like he's ready.
Free up, man.
That's study.
All right, so Nolan's going to ask the first question.
So start with guys. All right, guys. Upon seeing a female that you like, what would your approach be if you're trying to date her?
Who wants
We're
to
trying
answer?
to go again.
See a female that you like, what would be your approach?
All right, in Jamaican terms, if you look at a woman, right? If you see a woman where you think she look nice and you look her, well, all you gonna try to look her.
Yeah, how you approach? Because it's all in the approach.
All right. There is no distinct one thing that I would say I would approach a woman. Sometimes, well, in most cases, all cases, I assess her first. I look, maybe I try to compliment something about her, like her hair, her clothes. I look at her demeanor. Maybe she look like a rebel. Maybe she look sophisticated. Maybe she look like a Christian. And any energy that I pick up, I try to capitalize on that energy. So if I say that maybe she look like a Christian, I'll go over and tell her 2 Bible scriptures and say, the Bible said this or something. And if she seem like a rebel, you have some rebel line, you use one of those tacky pickup lines, so to speak. If she's sophisticated, you can find out we have been admiring you and I really admire your hair, you look really wonderful. Something that can capitalize on the energy that you get from this person. So that's what I do. So there's nothing distinct that I would say this is the one way that I look. Everybody get a different. Some will get Everard, some will get Eruption, some will get Brokey, some will get Try. So it's different in all cases. Every case is treated on its own merit.
Okay, so versatility.
Very much so.
Change it around depending on the
situation. Every situation treated on its own merit.
Definitely. Jaye the Soldier, what do you have to say?
I mean, Mr. Brook should say it all, we just can't add on top of that, you know what I mean? Because every situation kind of different, you know what I mean? The format, you have to just switch it up at times, because as him say, assess it. You know what I mean? I admire it, and I admire the person based upon them appearance, based upon how them speak. You start, in depth think about the approach in terms of what you're gonna say, how it should be said, wow, if the person deserve to hear certain stuff. For example, there's a thing between me and Ruption where we actually just grade the person before we make the approach. So if you're 1 out of 10, how the approach you're gonna get. You know what I mean? If you're 5 out of 10, you get a tell. You know what I mean? So that determines the move. So if we decide, all right, this person standing over there and them actually seem like a 6 out of 10, compliments. You know what I mean? Couple little flaws might go through the window, but we're gonna make the best approach.
So describe a 1 out of 10. Describe an approach to someone that's a 1 out of 10 compared to a 10 out of 10.
A 1 out of 10. A 1 out of 10. Basically, them all get to know me a pray, baby. Body good in me if you're not the I 1 out of 10, you know what I mean? Because that is the energy when we get. That is the energy when we get. Like you like maybe the gangster thing, something. And if you appear,
you get anything, man.
Anything you come over, yo, come here. Yo, come here, forward over here, son, man. You move, so.
Yeah.
Go on, you rate, man, you do. You know what I mean? Something like that, 1 out of 10. But you want the point pick up line. But if you are sophisticated now, you have to put your words right and approach, you have to approach with confidence. You have to approach, you have to approach it. It's a totally different situation when you're approaching somebody who's sophisticated,
I mean,
well, who appears sophisticated, that is.
All right.
What you put out there, what you're getting. So
exactly.
So if you put out a 1, you get a 1.
Yeah, man. If you act like a 4 out of 10, I'd approach the man.
4, yeah, straight.
If I come treat you like a queen, and you're 4.
Yeah.
About with it. You know what I mean? So when you see a man come there intelligently and spit out some big word intellectually, say you're there around 8.
Precisely.
I get a forward.
Oh my God. So, ladies, tell me what you think about what the guys just mentioned.
Yeah, what do you consider an appropriate approach?
I think it depends on the situation. So let's just say you're in a club, kind of like loud, so you can't really hear that good. So they might come and try to come up on you to dance. And I feel like, you shouldn't touch anybody. You still could try to pull on the side and talk. So I kind of think it depends on where you meet them. And I find in my past experience that when a Jamaican try to talk to you and you shut them down, very nice. So I understand your point. You have to see what the person is like, but it depends on the situation and where you are.
So let's follow. And one of the points that Keiwana made. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Danille.
Okay, I agree in what you're saying. It's based on the location or the scenario where you are. However, it all boils down for me is in respect. It doesn't matter if you see me standing sweeping my yard barefoot. It doesn't matter if I'm dressed sophisticated or I'm speaking sophisticated, or it boils down to the respectful approach in which you approach me. If it's respectful, then you'll gain my attention. But if you're my girl, or back then it was nice girl, and then we all had this response like, you tire puncher, yes, you tire puncher over here, or something, I lose. So it all depends on the vibe that the female is feeling also from the person that is calling to them.
Right.
So it goes vice versa. And for you, Brokey, when you guys say no give, like when I have the grade level, like out of 10 or whatever it is. Most times, I believe it's done by too easily judging, like, okay, scan her down real quick. She don't really look like she cut it or whatever. But if you spend the time to reason with that person, you realize that, damn.
Which time we all get for reason when they're not
Not even reasoning, but even to have a conversation.
Don't get it wrong, you know.
Something.
Grade, whoa. Don't get it wrong. Grade based upon before making the approach.
Okay.
Talk about before the approach. Remember, so when I start talking to you, so.
Okay. So it's just the first look then, just by her appearance.
Yeah, you're
so,
good. We don't know. You know what I mean? You
so
stand up then.
So for instance, then, right? Say for instance, no, you walk up and you see her and she all raggedy and stuff. Immediately she's a grade 1 out of 10 right there, based on her physical appearance. It doesn't even matter.
No, the transformation.
All right. Wait.
Start as grade 1 approach. I switch it up.
All right, and you see as what Keiwana says too. Sometimes it depends on the situation. If we see in your yard and you're sweeping, we don't expect you to dress. And sometimes, as I say, you act and just your whole demeanor. You know, it tells you something. It tells you something. Whether you're working in your yard, whether you look raggedy, something about your demeanor, something about the energy, the vibe. It's tell you something. Just pick up something from it. If it's
right there in the first instance, right there.
And I remember you're admiring too, you're admiring to sometimes the way you walk, the way you roll your eyes, something you hear, something is there that is gonna kick off a vibe or energy. And sometimes what a guy said to a lady, it depends on if the lady like the guy too, because me will come to maybe you and say, hey babes, like, come here, and you curve me. But if you like a big head guy, and Jaye come and tell you, you're not gonna curve him. You know what I mean? So up to the time. So sometimes the what you say, it all depends on if the female actually like you, because they would accept what they would accept from me. Maybe they're not accept from somebody else because they already like me already. So me get me start at 5 already.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And sometimes you don't even have to like the person, but something just to show, give it a chance. Like here where my said in or something like that. You know what I mean? Just listen up for a bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
there's a whole lot of cases where the approach, we can't say we're wrong as men. You know what I mean?
True.
We look early and we say, man, we know the type of approach we all get, and we want to reach and based upon who the person exactly is. But for kind of transfer, I mean, switch it up. Man,
quick and fast.
So stop. We go into your level because we think you was a rebel.
Okay.
We think you was we put you in a little category by accident.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we have to kind of bring it up back to the level to where you is. Because I mean, if you as a female, you do it too. We
have multiple characters, multiple personalities, and we can be who we want to be on any given situation.
For who you want to be, yeah. And that's one of the things I really want to come out tonight. For the whole broad topic of what a woman wants. Because what a woman really wants is something where it's like we cannot unlock it. Up to this day and age, there is no one or nothing that I have heard, any script, nothing that I've really mastered to say a woman want 10 and okay, I'm giving you 10. We always fall short somewhere. If you say you want 10 things, we figure it out and give you the 10 thing, all of a sudden we find something
we
else like we want 11 or we put it at 12. So yeah. So to date, nothing to say, okay, this is what a woman wants. This discussion will go on and on and on and on and on. We'll never figure it out. And if I ask even you, if I ask even one of you people right now, all right, big different. If I ask you or Keiwana now, what would make you reach your fullest potential of maybe satisfaction, happiness? What are the characteristics that a man must have for you to say, okay, this is the perfect man, this is the ideal mate? What?
Right. You see,
Yeah,
it all depends on where you are in life, because everyone is at a different level in life, and when it depends on the level that you are, then your requirements is at that level. You're young and you're dating, back then, or I'm speaking in general, so nobody don't try to quote me and say, "Oh, that was Danielle kind of lifestyle." You see what I'm saying? We're having an open discussion and we're
yeah, definitely
right here. So when you're younger, per se, your thought process is not like of a more settled down kind of a relationship or something permanent. Then you just want to be with somebody, yeah. So you're just going to have that mind frame to say, listen, if I'm feeling his energy, I'm just gonna work with the flow. And the more mature you become, now you realize that then last couple of years, all that made me happy was maybe sex or taking me out on dates or shopping or so on and so forth. But when you reach a different level of maturity in life, then your requirements boil down to either you want a man that works a 9-to-5 job, you want a hustler, you want someone who's a father figure, you want someone who goes to church with you every Sunday, someone that will pray with you, you want someone that is a provider. So it all depends on where you are in life, and that's one thing or a few things that I can say. Keiwana, it's up to you now to add something to it.
That's what you're saying, because it depends on the kind of relationship you have with somebody. But I feel like when you meet somebody, let's just say you decide that you're just going to be having sex, or you decide that you want a relationship. No matter what you decide, I feel like consistency is the most important thing. Like, if we're going to be having sex, I want to consistently have sex. If we're going to be dating and being a couple, then I want you to be consistent with what you do. I don't want it to be flip-floppy. 1 minute I'm not to reach you, next time I can't reach you. It's out of consistency for me. So you don't be consistent, you're going on the block list.
Goodbye.
Right.
All right.
Hold on. Let me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Keiwana.
I just feel like you could be consistent with every situation. So that's like really, really important for me. That's like major.
So, okay, I'm going to look at some of these comments here. So Tad says, thanks for the tips, bro. I'm married, so I totally forgot how to approach a woman. And then Deidre said, that's me. What? No. What is the? That's what I want to know. What is the grading scheme? Beverly says, Tad, what a planka. All right, and I think I saw comments here. Okay, here it is. Why even approach a one?
Yeah, Johnny, you said, why even approach a one, guys?
If you're giving the person a 1 out of 10, why even approach that person?
Everybody need an approach. Wow.
And
everybody need love in it.
And addressing Jamil to why you approach a one. A one doesn't necessarily mean somebody that is bad, It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad person. It's just your demeanor at the time and your attitude at the time, your faults at the time. So, and when we approach you, sometimes we approach you because of approaching. See how you stand up over there so by yourself. We approach you because we want to know you something. It doesn't necessarily have to mean. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Why am I approaching a 1 out of 10? What the purpose? You just do it because we are sociable, talk, just stuff like that.
And sometimes a 1 can eventually turn a 10.
Very good.
12.
And the 10 them sometimes go negative.
Can go down to a 1. Exactly.
Negative.
For real.
Go ahead, Jay.
The thing is, don't get the grading scheme wrong. Whereas like a style thing, we're not being disrespectful. You get me? I say, I'm feel like most men do it and not even realize that them do. The moment they see a female, it's not you're not a judge her, but of course, you know what you look for, you know what you want at the time.
You make an assumption,
Okay. So Brokey, you said you said you're baffled with this. Like, women, do you really know what you want? We can ask the question too, guys. Do you really know what you want? Because no matter how, when you should sit and analyze some relationships, let's use some celebrity, for example, like Offset and Cardi B. when a man have somebody like Cardi B in them life, then she's progressive, she's successful, her body is nice looking and all of that. What more could he possibly want to even think to cheat out of that relationship?
All right, let me address that sometime. You see, sometimes any reasonable person right now at this stage, a woman, you want a woman, some fundamental things, some basic things to look if you're going to live together, married, we're talking about the advanced level, the mature stage, you know, the domestic chores, the man being the provider. Yeah, so you look at a woman who she perform the household chores, she socialize with the children. No, listen.
Listen now.
No, Danille, don't stop. Any reasonable person right now, Danille, if you are going to be in a relationship or you are going to live with somebody, those are some basic ground levels that start there. If you are going to say you are going to be in a relationship with somebody, they don't do nothing. As a man, it is ground level. You are the provider. You be the provider. You provide for your family. And the expectation of a woman, traditionally, and going into today's, is she perform the household chores. The washing, the cooking. Danny, listen, wait. The cooking. Okay, wait. All right. All right, wait. All right. Before you, what is the role of a woman? What do we say is the role of a woman now in a relationship?
Basically, what I'm getting from you, and I think it's wrong. I do believe that mind frame is wrong, where men thinks that, okay, I'm going in as the provider, so she's gonna wash, she's gonna clean, and she's gonna cook, she's gonna take care of the kids and all that, and then some. Listen, sweetheart, it goes both ways, okay? It could be the opposite way, where the female is the provider, and are you expected to do all the laundry and all that kind of thing that men sort of use as, I wouldn't say belittle woman, but try to pin us into that household kind of a house chore kind of a mommy. Recently, they had this debate that when does a female start assisting a guy with his laundry? Does she do it when she's married? Does she do it when she's with a girlfriend, or like a moving situation or a dating situation? And one lady said, even though we are married, honey, he still does his own laundry. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a woman just want to sit down and be cute and you provide and still do your own laundry.
Very good. I agree.
We know washing and cooking.
Hold on. Let me ask this question though, Daniel. So, under the condition where, and we can go back cultural, mommy and daddy and grandparents and all of them have been doing these things long before us. Who say it was wrong though? Just like how
it's not wrong, but
so why? So if it's not wrong, why cut it? Why cut it out?
It's okay. This is my thing, right? So
your thing.
You grow to see your own. I'm speaking for some. I can't speak for all of us, right? Because I have friends who will be against it. Like, I'm gonna do his laundry. I don't care how much money he's putting on the table. I don't care what he's doing. I'm not doing his laundry. Okay. Do not pin us as to say, let me speak for me then. You know what would have been even a more appropriate way to even approach this? Sweetheart, can we do the laundry together? Are you gonna do laundry tomorrow? Can we go to the laundromat together? But to drop off your laundry then and to say, listen, I am not saying that I'm against that, So yes, I get not every woman are the same, right? I don't mind doing some things, but when a man going to try to pin it on us that is our ultimate goal or goal.
We're not telling you that as men.
Yeah.
We're gonna pin the duty on you. We're not saying that. We're not tell a woman to stay home and wash and cook and clean. No. What we are even saying though, if we're providing, if you don't see the need or if you don't feel like that's okay for you, something right.
Really?
That's what So we are providing as men. Hold on, we are providing as men.
Yeah.
Me not tell you to wash my clothes.
Right.
I'm not coming home to tell you to wash my clothes. What's so wrong with you and just start taking on the duty for washing my clothes? What's wrong with that?
But what's so wrong with the men washing the females' clothes too?
Vice versa. Me know me now wash.
Yes.
No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. No,
Hold
what?
on.
No, you will have men that will say, okay, I will do the laundry, but I'm not gonna
No. That's what I tell you. Say, if we're saying nothing is wrong with it, vice versa. Men doing it, women doing it. It's a choice. If she feel like, because remember, you know, we're not saying we are pinning it upon them, you know. We not tell you, hey, like how we are.
What did
the
Brokey
provider
say?
that me have to wash
What
the
did
clothes.
Brokey say?
All right, let me say what I said. The role of traditionally in the household, if a man is the breadwinner, it is traditionally known a man to be the breadwinner. That is his role. That it is. Would you want to find it belittling to say me if I go out and I work for she, you know, she just there? Would you like me to find that belittling? Your concept of doing what is said to be the requirement of a woman. You find you're seeing it as something belittling. What is wrong or what is belittling about your man being a provider and you take care of the household, you make things happy, you make things work. What is belittling about that for you to say? For you to say we pin it on you like we pin it. It's not something of pinning. It's just a workable situation. I am doing this. Yeah. You do this.
The house run a little better.
Okay, hold on. Keiwana, what are you saying?
So Danille was asking about Cardi B and what his name is? Offset.
Mm-hmm.
I am pretty sure they have maids to clean laundry, do everything. So what is his excuse when he have everything that Cardi B have and given him? Why did he cheat? So that was the question.
My question is going to be, what is everything?
But Keiwana, okay, no, so okay, you guys.
Because let me finish. Huh?
You guys were just stating some of the roles that is actually based on
right.
Yeah, no,
so I'm saying all of that.
Everybody, what I want, and maybe another same thing what Brokey want. Now maybe what you want. Right. Same like Offset. If him go cheat and him get everything according to you and Danny, I want to say everything in it. Oh no, him getting it. You get me? I say we are assuming. We are just assuming that two riches and this and that. Okay. No, it might be the smart. You know, them really.
Okay, let's not.
It might not even get that conversation.
Let's use someone local, and I'm not gonna call nobody name or anything, but say a decent young woman and a decent young man is having a fantabulous relationship. She looks and appears well. She does all the house chores and she gives good sex and she prepares great meal. What is it that would cause that man to still go under somebody else's skirt?
Sometimes, you see, sometimes all the things that you point out, the physical, she wash, she cook, she do everything basically. But you see, sometimes the spiritual food, the soul food of things, these are the things sometimes we ignore. And these are the things that cause the problem sometimes, because the washing, the cooking, the cleaning, everything else, the physicality, it's there. But sometimes we just cannot unlock the spirit, the chemistry of that person that we are with. Sometimes something is there. No motivation, no creativity. These things that we cannot see, we cannot feel, we cannot touch. These are the things sometimes that drive people away. Sometimes it pulls them together. But the physical aspects, sometimes that alone won't cut it. We have to have some kind of chemistry.
Let me break this though. Real talk. That's a good question, D.
Thank you. Let's trace to that too. Say the question. Come to that. The question good. Talk the things them know.
Honestly, if you look on, let me not even say the ratio, but my statistics, 99.9% men cheat for a reason. But man out there cheat for no reason.
Right.
You get me? I say, and at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be the guy or the man who are gonna say, yeah man, I must fuck my shit do. No, sometimes some man have some good man. They have no reason. So
I have an issue with that though.
You asking us, one second, you asking us to the relation, you telling us, oh, the relationship is so fabulous and rare and so good. What make him go on another? I want to go on another. Him not have a reason.
But is that a reason though? The fact that he wants to go under there, that's a reason. Because him see her and him like her.
You know what I would consider his reason? Lack of self-control.
If you call that a reason, well,
it is a reason. He's lacking self-control. Because don't you think us as females then, yeah, we'll have it all good, yeah? Because females cheat, right? Don't it? We're not innocent in the game. We cheat. They don't. They don't. Okay, females
we alone cheat, man.
Sometimes it's just what would be the right word to say now? Inquisitive or curious minds. You want, just like some man that say, yo, that body they look good enough, but I want sample it, you know. You don't feel the females that say, no matter how the package at home is nice and all of that, you know, feel a woman that say, yo, my dog. Look all them chests there. Want feel like don't panic. I mean, listen up. It's lack of self-control because okay, if you really have it good at home then and you really love that person and you don't want to mess up that thing, you can think the thought, you know. It's not the thought that is wrong, it's the action then, because you think about it and then you step towards it and you're like, damn, me catch the woman and she not deserve this, you know, and walk away. But when you make the temptation just allow you to just get into it, like, ooh, that's wrong. Lack of self-control.
And you see sometimes, and you see sometimes, you see the issue of the traditional household. Us men must be blamed for a lot of the changes that have occurred in the traditional account. Yeah, because listen. All right, listen. The thing that I want to say is, you see, men traditionally, as we are speaking, they are known to be the sole providers of the household. They are known to that. But guess what happened?
After you speak, then we're gonna open the phone lines because people want to call and ask questions. So go ahead, okay?
Yeah. As I was saying, the traditional household, men known to be the sole providers, and what happened maybe about a decade or two ago, these men fall so short on being providers, very very short. And you know what these women do? They start doing it themselves. And when they start doing it themselves now, this is the time that they rise, the rise of feminism, so to speak.
Yes.
This is the time that they rise, and no, they don't need a man because they can do it by themselves. They can do this, they can do that, because us men, we are not the providers no more. So we leave the woman to do it themselves. So now that they are doing these, providing themselves, the traditional roles of women, it's gone. So that's why you are so much against the traditional household of you being the provider and the man being the breadwinner. That's gone out the door, so to speak. To be honest, it's more 50-50 because women are providers, men are providers. Both persons has to be working in this day and age because of economic and of course the rise of feminism, so to speak. So us men, we need to take back a stance, so to speak. We need to take back a stance because these women are taking over too much, you know. So all the men.
Look at Jay's face. Brokey, you have Jay itching his head like he's saying,
but
what is this you would say right now?
Yeah, but it's reality. Look at, if you even look at prime ministers, if you even look at some CEOs and these things 25 years ago was unheard of, that you would never see a woman sitting in these positions, and it is happening today. So that's where the real rise. Women, if you look in the universities, the ratio of men to women, you have 8 women to 1 man, right? So it's realistic.
But
it's
you know
serious.
what too? I believe then, Brokey, men had so much power when women would have just been the stay-at-home mom and had to be dependent on him to be the provider, yeah? So it is like, okay, I'd like to go and buy something. Okay, give you $50. And when that $50 go, you have to go back. When we became independent and knew that we could have worked and buy anything we want, nigga, talk to who? Huh?
Exactly. That's how it gets out of.
Sometimes they take advantage because somebody's independent, they feel like they don't have to do nice things for you anymore. Like just because I have more money, that don't mean I don't want you to buy me stuff and treat me special. So I feel like sometimes it'll use that as advantage, and that's not really, they should actually still do nice things for you. I mean, I could do it
open the phone lines now, Christian. We could continue.
Yes. Well, we're gonna open the phone lines now. We're going to return a call because someone was calling.
Oh, we can't find myself. Hold on, people.
Okay, so we're returning.
Phone lines. The number is 475-313-8221.
Caller, you're live. Good night. She said she has to write down notes because we're going so fast. She has to write notes so she can keep track. Okay, go ahead.
Go back a bit. Now I have to backtrack because the young man asked these men why do they approach our wife. I don't know why I'm saying I like the word, why I'm still about here I like the word. I don't know how to approach the word because that easy feel. Let's call it what it is. You want to say you are easy pum pum so never run and approach. How I know? Let's call it what it is. So the Jamaican man knows that something of one, so you know, go up here, go and tell the same on top of static power, and the young man knows that it's on top of. That's it. Anyway, on the day I talk about rule of a woman, rule of a man, well, I believe there is no such thing because if God never wants to be equal in that sense, and the matter of your foot is never. Instead of some really good things and you have them side by side. So now I say, not for all woman that does let me speak English. I'm sorry, I forgot there's people on the line.
Yes, speak English, please.
Most women, they are disgusting as hell. They don't know how to clean up after themselves. They don't have that type of home training. So, my understand if I'm look at my girl, you need to clean up, like, I'm not the right to them something, but at the same time as a man, you need to know how to wash dishes as well. You need to know how to do stuff for yourself as well, because if the lady leaves you, who will cook for you? Who will clean for you? Who will wash for you? So all you need to do them something as well. There's no particular role for one or the other. I just don't know. I'm not for one man to one and step out. It's because you are not grown enough to understand or to comprehend the stuff that's going on in your relationship. You are such a boy. You can't be man enough to stick around and say, okay, baby, we have a work to. We have a sit down and we have a pen. Put pen to paper then and say, okay, let's go write it out and so we can come up with it. That's all of us go and say, okay, that's the problem you had, the girl out here so easy, boom, never go to you, never speak with that one, never can't get far. Woman you had a problem, but at the same time, at the same moment, you're going to go with. You're lucky to never body up in your sleep with us at all.
My
God.
God.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, when men see that, I really want to know why. Because if you want to make your argument, I'm pretty sure she's not going to get up and argue just based upon herself. There's something that you did that you probably didn't even notice. And some ladies, too, you guys need to let her open your mouth and tell them, man, this is what we're arguing about because somebody was idiot and then we can't say our thoughts. You have to just guide them because men sometimes need a woman to do not so. But with that being said, some ladies are in the whole soul trying to become men. Like, let the men be men. Don't try to overpower them. Don't try to take that away from them. You're not a man. That's not give you a feeling. If you have a man that you need to be a lady, let the man do the nice things. When we want to take over now, that's when the man is going to be like, okay, you don't need to do more. Because you're a man enough to handle stuff on your own, so no need to go not to let the pushman say like that because you want to do all that. I'm not saying you can't be independent, but I'm saying there's limits to independence. Understand, let a man be a man, let him do what he has to do. My God, again, bye.
Very nice.
Well,
All right, people, the phone number to call is 475-313-8221.
I really didn't hear that audio.
It was difficult hearing for real. It was
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
really.
was difficult. Okay. You know why? I'm sorry. I think it's because of the thing that we plugged into the phone. So for the next call, we're gonna try not to plug it in just to see. But let me look at some of these comments here.
We're just gonna throw the comments them up.
So even Andre Dixon says, even if I'm the provider, nothing is wrong if I watch my.
Who's Andre? Big him up.
I'm big brother, man.
Tamika Hall Kelly says, don't put it as a role of man versus woman. Put it as something that you saw growing up and it looked right then.
That's true.
And then Andre said, inside problems, poorhouse, can be many reasons why he cheats. Naturally inspired says, some of these men are ignorant about the 80-20 rules. Some men just want too much. All right. And then Cody McQuick says, Jay, she now cook her clean.
I think that was in regards to Cardi B and Offset.
All right. Let me address those who think in no way I am saying I don't help my girlfriend or my wife wash and cook and clean and do all of these things. There's no way. I'm not saying that in no way. But is it the role of the man to provide this, or is it the role of a woman? Or we are in the era where we do it 50-50? Which one is it? Because if it is that I help do it, but it's traditionally that's the woman, because we just try to go away from the fact that some things it's a woman's art, and something it's a man to do. Some things are a man's job and something are a woman's job. And if we are going to go to feminism, we are going to say, okay, equality. If we go to equality and we say, okay, equality, woman secured, it's a man's job to secure his woman. It's a man's job to provide that macho man. If we are going to say equality and something comes up, like somebody invade the house, and we are going to say, all right, we are doing equality, so defend yourself and defend myself. Whose job would it be to provide that sense of security for the family or for the house? Whose job would that be?
If I can say something, Brokey, right? When you're single, it's a I thing. But the moment you consider yourself dating somebody, even if it doesn't become a marriage, but from you make that commitment that I'm dating this woman, this is my woman, it's now a us thing, yeah? I really don't believe that we should point any fingers or give any roles to any person. Just like how a man feels like it is his responsibility to go out and work and provide, that's how a woman with conscience feels like, yo, babes has been working really hard, I'm not gonna feel good for him to come home and the house not clean and his laundry is not done. You know what I mean? So we do have conscience at the same time, and it just flows like it's no longer him or her, it's now us. Yeah, some people wait until you're married and you can't knock that. But some people stay together for years without becoming married. So if you're in a relationship that you feel, listen, I really love him, I think he really loves me, I think the way in which he's treating me or taking care of certain things, I believe I can chime in and do my part as a female. My father says he gives a woman a house, but the woman now makes it into a home. Yeah, and and it also can go on the flip side that the woman is the one who is more financially stable and she buys the house, but yet it is still her responsibility, or quote unquote, based on how a man would look on it, her responsibility to make it into their home, their safe haven. So I don't think it should have been, thief breaking at the house in the bills. One time my pastor said this, yeah? My pastor in Florida said, in the first 5 years of his marriage, if somebody did hold him up, he might put his wife in front of him. But after he reached that 10th year, and he became more in love with her and grew more with her, listen, he's stepping in front of that bullet for her. And he also said,
step in front of that bullet for me?
If they had children together,
he wouldn't.
He also boiled down to say if they had children together and they were on a sinking boat, he's going to save his wife because he could have then produced more children. When you really love somebody, everything for you is like automatically you take on everything for that person. The person becomes your main priority, in my opinion, that is. And no matter what you do then, it still don't stop the man from feeling like he must go there and go under another skirt.
All right, fair, but I hear you pointed out the man would do this, the man would take a bullet, the man would. What is your role as a woman? Or let me take the word role because that seemed too strong. What is your responsibility there as a woman? Given that this man would take a bullet for you if the boat was sinking, he would save you and kill himself. What is your responsibility there as a woman in such a
To
situation?
love him.
And what will you do to show him that you love him? What
Different.
task would you do?
Everybody's
It
different.
all depends on the kind of man.
Yeah, you state the kind of man. The man will take a bullet. The man will do this. What would you take a bullet for him? Would you, if the boat was sinking, would you die and let him live?
The two we are dead together.
Together.
Me don't want him save me and me not die and left him. So the two we are gonna sing together, honey. This is no Rose or what a guy named Rose or Jack situation. Rose, you're coming with me, okay? Let's create memories under the sea.
Sometimes roles are very important. It is very important. We need to set some boundary because female energy. Hey, sometimes I clean the house, I'm clean the house, but when my girlfriend clean, it's a different
Different clean.
Yeah,
But
it's
for
a
real.
different clean. It get
For real.
See that? Doesn't she show
Yes,
her
and
appreciation?
but of course she does. But I'm
And
saying,
when she cleans it now and you come home, do you give her compliment on what she did?
of
Or you just think?
course.
But some men are not like that. Some men just think, say, yeah, man, I feel I do to that. The house clean and it's all
Achia,
good.
is that true?
But okay. When
And she had
some men
cooked before
do,
she actually do the
when
cooking.
men
of
does the
course.
cleaning, we know some men are going into the crevice and the corners and everything, but it still makes you feel good when somebody says, hey, honey, I'm proud of you. Thanks for helping me. But when it goes unnoticed, that's when the man I say, yo, me need not wash that next week. What? Me need not look at that. Yeah? So when you show your appreciation, it's a whole different ball game.
All right.
Even if the food don't taste good, the effort that you make for cook the food still compliment us to be able the food cook good. All right, big man thing. It was a man that taught me how to cook fish. Yeah, I cook the fish and swear said the fish polished down. What? The man eat the fish and no complain. And then afterwards, what he did, he showed me the right way to cooking it. Yeah. So it all depends on how you approach certain things and the gesture of saying, babes, I appreciate what you did.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, precisely. These nice little gestures and appreciation. It's always awesome. It's always wonderful. It makes me
question for you, Brokey and Jaye.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you be if today, right now, when Biden stepped in, Biden said, listen, it's going back to where men are the sole providers. I'm going to open multiple jobs for you all. Oh, Lexi wants to call in now. Oh my God. Would you be okay if the era changed today where females are allowed to just be home, be cute, and just be ourselves, and y'all just go hustle, work, and bring home the money and take care of all the things? Would you be okay with that today?
At this moment, it couldn't be something that I would just today and we're going it tomorrow. It would be something that we have to transit because we are accustomed to the household 50-50 or 70-30, so to speak. So to just today, tomorrow, no, that would cause some kind of confusion because even the woman herself, because being the sole provider, as you mentioned before, if you want something, you have to be dependent on the man to do it. Would you want that, Danille?
Of course, why not? Tell all of that, just be cute.
And then
why not? You're not tired.
But you just belittled the traditional roles of the house of washing and cooking, and you just belittled that, and you just belittled.
Who said I'm staying home to do all of that? I didn't tell you that. I said I'm staying home to get fine. I'm going.
So what would you really be staying home? What would you really be staying home to do?
I'll make us something to eat, but I'm not going to take on all the washing and all that solely by myself. I'm sorry. We're going to do it together. When you get off work and you'll set aside.
And I am the provider. I am the provider.
Yes,
and you.
Yes, honey. I'll rub you.
Keiwana, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I wouldn't want to stay home, but I have a question though.
No, so, wait. We don't want to go away from that topic there yet. Chrissy, what do you think about that? We don't want to go. If
ladies,
I am the
tell us
provider.
Exactly. want to stay
if
home,
I am the
it's
sole
fine.
provider of the household.
I don't like to be home. I like to do for my own, so I wouldn't be okay with that.
You don't have to
For
be
myself.
home, honey. You could go shopping. You don't have to stay home. You could just not work and go shopping.
Well, you know what? I could stay home and run my online business. I could do that. I could stay
Chrissy,
home and run my online business.
Chrissy, Nolan. What? Chrissy, if
Yeah.
Nolan is the sole provider of the household, provide pay all bills and do everything, what would be your role or responsibility as a woman in that household?
People will not
Chrissy
see
got the truth, you know.
So listen,
No.
if he's paying the bills, right, and if he's providing for me, personally, I would take care of the kids, and I would take care of the house, and take care of myself. That's what I would do personally, and take care of him too, because you know he's providing for us as a family. So I would want to ensure that when he comes home, he has food to eat. He's coming home to a clean house. You know, he doesn't have to do much as it relates to the kids, because when he comes home, he's gonna be tired.
So you're gonna wash 100%.
I would clean, wash, cook, because I'm not working. I'm not working.
No, that's a bigger job than a 9 to 5. No.
Mrs. Mays, honey, when the kids done worn you out all day, honey, remember you're taking care of the kids, you know. You don't have
Listen, I'm gonna be at home. So if I'm gonna be at home, right, and he's working and I'm at home, right? That's what I would do if I'm at home. Aside from like taking care of myself, I would want to make sure that when he comes home, he has something to eat. I'm taking care of the kids during the day. You know,
Yeah, because
well, first of all, people don't wash every day.
Well, that's
and some
all right,
people don't cook every day either.
Question, guys. Say for instance, we would always do what we think is best to be done at home, washing, cooking, and all that. Say on a random day, like today, I just felt like I wasn't gonna cook, and you went out, you work hard, and you came home, and there was nothing on the stove, it's dry. Would you start a fuss, or would you just say, let me find something and start preparing a meal?
Communication, right there, so communication. We have
We had
smartphone.
no communication, period. You came home and you saw that the stove is dry, the house is clean, I just didn't cook. What would have been your response? Would you
Jaye,
argue?
Jaye, I have
Or
something to
would
say.
you just immediately start cooking something?
Jaye,
I'm so
see,
sorry.
Jaye, I say something. See, Jaye, I say something.
Oh, Jay, I apologize.
yeah, Jay, somehow
Sorry,
your
sorry.
mic choppy.
Sorry, mad
Somehow
boss.
your mic choppy. Somehow your mic choppy, Jay. Fix your mic.
Jay, well, hold on. I didn't.
Approximately 18 minutes and 36 seconds.
I did not remember that.
Right now, Donald Trump. Yeah, I did me like Donald Trump. Yo, but yeah, I really laugh. Thanks for the unmute though. Anyway.
The choppiness guy, no.
Go ahead, no, Jay.
Well, where's the question?
All right, mad boss.
For 18
Mad boss.
minutes, you never pay
No,
attention.
because you lose all focus.
All right,
Go on,
mad boss.
show.
Daniel make a point. See, you hear that the point where she make us.
Yeah,
If
man.
you
Yeah,
are the
man.
soul. Yeah, what would you want your girlfriend role to be?
Well, we beg to define. I mean, I'll go around it. In 2020, the cultural way, I grew up seeing it and it's acceptable in my sight. Because I never see nothing wrong with my mother being home, taking care of us, making sure the house is clean while daddy are hustle the bread. I have no problem with that. However, to the day and age, I feel like the 50-50 will work. You know what I mean? I don't feel like we're in this era whereas these females would want to stay home. They don't want that. You get me? I say that's enough for them lifestyle. If a female right now feel okay with being home while a man at work, something not connect. You get me? I say because at the end of the day, this is not 1960. This is not 1920, where it was a choice. You get me? I say the man decide. Well, now it's a choice. Before it wasn't a choice. The woman them could get certain work in a certain industry. The woman them could get certain job. You know what I mean? Now you find say the job market open. Me a soldier and she a soldier. So what me I gotta tell her? Say, don't get a job. Me can't tell her that. And it's evil. It even make more sense when you look at now, whereas she a hustle, me a hustle. It's a happy home. That mean me not have to pay all of the bill. That's how it mean, you know. Me not be mean. Me just I say, my check plus your check, happiness.
No matter
Check.
what. The question was the
We
question.
are. Japan, wait there, please. Wait there.
Wait say. No man enough to put no. Hold on. Wait say no man enough to put no check on your check.
No, don't count my check. My
No,
check is extra.
so you know what a happy woman. You know want a happy woman.
What?
Danille, I better
You
you
don't
stay
want a
home.
happy
You
woman.
don't want your Burberry and your
That-
Gucci and all of that for your Christmas gift. Let me
With
save up to
Christmas.
buy
You
that.
don't want a Christmas. That's about Christmas. That's how you see. That's how they thing, you know. Whereas when a female supposed to go half and half, it's a problem. I am not telling you say you have to bring your check come over half and half. Me just say from your work, of course, just like how you mentioned content. Yeah, just like how you mentioned
So you can
content.
take on the higher expenses and the female.
No.
But what if the
that's what I'm
female
saying.
is making more
Hold
money
on.
though?
Hold on. One question at a time. We're in Parliament.
I need a hammer.
Yeah, me have to go
Yeah.
find something too.
As I did do.
Keiwana, what do you think?
I have a question. So, Rocky, you mentioned that even if your house is good and your girlfriend is pretty and everything is fine at home, but there's one thing that's broken, like spiritually. That's why men go out and cheat. So why do you guys go out and cheat instead of telling your girlfriend or whoever you
What
with?
is wrong?
This is a problem or that's a problem. Why do you go out and cheat instead of talking about it?
No matter how you tell some of them women, yeah, them not change. Them have first all I want cheat sometime. You know.
Yeah, and again,
yeah.
all I want cheat, yes. And sometimes again,
You think I ever cheat wrong? I don't ever cheat bad. Sometimes you have to bust a cheat, man.
I mean,
God forbid.
sometimes-
Think about it. If me I talk to you as my female, say this me like, this more you look so, more you dress so, and you just stuck in a year. Then I go take a one
But
bun
it
mama.
goes two ways though.
It does.
Jay. What if the man
What?
is not even compromising to meet me halfway on what I want from myself?
Right.
But it's just all about what you want, what you
No.
want.
No, the compromising is an excuse because guess what? If you don't want it, you're not gonna do it. You have to want it, you know.
Right.
You have to
All right,
want
so
it. If it's for you and you feel like me have to come halfway for you, that's where you go wrong. You're
So
supposed to
listen
put
to
on lingerie. What am I supposed to do? Help you put it on? You
Excuse
can't
me?
put on that for yourself. Me just
Okay,
ask.
listen.
Me just ask because this is a problem. Female tend to feel like say, oh, I have to meet you halfway. Nothing is wrong with meeting you halfway. However, what about you wanting it for yourself so you can satisfy the man so you not forgot? Remember, you know, we are talking about the men who have reasons to cheating and versus the man who have none.
Man
Men-
have no damn reason for cheat. Man
No.
just
What do you mean no? What do you mean no reason?
greedy.
No reason.
No.
So you think.
No.
Hold on. So you think we're born in our world, the man just get up and just cheat just so.
Of course.
That's sick world.
He already said he cheat sometimes for no reason. So he already said that.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
Brokey, Brokey, you really get with this one
Yeah,
because earlier Brokey said sometimes you approach a one just for approach sake.
Because we are sociable. Yeah, because we are sociable. So yeah, you approach. Well,
But you know,
as me I say, out of 10. Out of 10.
Bear in mind, you know, we did say you have men
Man,
who don't cheat and you have men who cheat for no reason. Don't think me I say you have men out there when I cheat for no reason, but you have men who cheat for reasons. You have reasons here. Just like how somebody in a comment section mentioned, oh, anytime a woman cheat is for a reason. It's vice versa.
More time, some of them are some made more time about cheat for reasons.
What are the reasons why men cheat? There's a question. What are the reasons why men cheat?
Bring that juice, come.
Not just men. What are the reasons people cheat? Men, women.
It can be a whole list of things.
Yes,
Because you can
all
cheat.
of that. Let me hear here, Mr.
We can't. It go on and on and on. We can't list out all of the things why
What are
men,
the
why woman
reasons?
cheat.
Exactly.
Reason
Men
why.
just don't have no reason. You just
Right,
greedy
they
and
just cheat
don't
on
have
you.
any self-control. You can't control your dick when it stands up. Put it
More
down.
time, woman. More time, All right, you know, say you have some man right now. Marriage. See, I know, say the man they were in a marriage.
New man.
Them safe heaven is in a bar. Or them safe heaven is are with them side girl.
Why?
Them safe
Why?
car them woman ningy and nagging and cussing and manipulating and all
Then
of
you sit
these
down in
things.
the living room and relax. Get your drink and bring it to him. Why you have to go to the
So
bar?
that is how you would think. That is how you would think you would approach a situation of a man, a woman being manipulative, a woman, a bad woman, so to speak. That is how you would approach it. To say, I'm supposed to just go sit down in the living room. Just sit down in the living room and I'm supposed to be okay. Sit down in the living room.
I know.
Rub your head like what Jay do right now. Scratch your head like what Coach crazy.
There you are.
Because we really spent about an hour on this.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
Jay,
We
hold
have
on.
more question.
Jay, turn
Speaking.
off your TV or turn off the other thing because I get a chance.
Brother, listen me.
You
Just
want to hear
moving
this?
at the apartment.
No,
I'm
you
not on
want
a
to hear this?
TV. I'm not nothing in that, brother. I empty house this. You want to see?
Whenever we mute you, the chopping is going.
No, no, mate. Me no, not the brother.
You sure you didn't pay the bill? You sure you didn't pay the bill?
Jay, get up and Jay, Brokey.
Brokey, you see? Them
No, they
things
know
that
where me they right here, so see me here. No, no way.
We can't see
You know,
you,
they know
Brokey.
it.
Brokey, are you gonna fix it? Are you gonna fix it?
So yeah, I go say no. When me
Brokey,
there in the
I know.
camera.
All right.
That when me there.
Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah, because man cheat, woman cheat too, but
And we are the master of cheating, and that them don't know.
because
Right.
you are the
Them are
better
sure,
They
them
one.
are
have
sure.
to check and we
They
don't.
don't even know we are the master of cheating because a woman will cheat with no trace behind. But no man do all the food.
Yeah, you know I tell
We
the
not
jacket
look
them.
into it, we just see it. Talk truth.
The DNA them are sure.
You know something name
We
Jackie.
don't get catch.
The
We don't get
DNA.
caught.
That's
The
true.
DNA and the jacket them are sure.
No,
No.
listen. If we get caught, believe if a woman get caught cheating, she definitely wants to
Send
be
them
get caught.
Exactly.
No true. But men, the world is so foolish. When you go out there and get out of the pum pum and forgot to act right, when you start act lean sideways. Come up straight from
All right, you know say.
The feeling. The feeling.
You know, so woman could cheat more than man.
No,
Indeed.
but guess what? At the same time, you know what is true? Next question, Christina, Mr. Mays. Next question.
Hold on, because let me tell you what, man.
Next question.
So I guess because what we're really talking about today is like what men want versus what women want. So in talking about a date, right? Women, ladies, what do you prefer in terms of like having a first date with a guy?
What do you prefer? As I said, it all depends on the level. So if me in high school, I want to go a sovereign. Or I want to go...
No, mature.
Today, what would be a no?
No. It's all on.
I feel right now, straight up, with all of the mess that I've seen and as an experience, sweetheart, take me to the bank. Date me to the bank. I'm just...
For me, just send to people them in about bank. You ever see nobody got bank? Nobody not got bank, but yet. Nobody.
Well, guess what? We have to change that.
You can't tell a young girl them that.
No, well, listen, but it has to be changed because guess what? I was young too. Jay, we were young too. And
so Danille.
Yes.
Danille,
the message.
Bank.
So Danille, the message that you would want to send to somebody who's young, maybe on this live right now.
Money.
The message you want to send to them is that
no.
On the first date, the other guy should take them to the bank.
No, sweetheart, that's not exactly what I'm saying.
You just send out the message. I want them cut the clip.
I was just trying to be funny. Come on. Listen, I was just trying to be funny. Yeah.
You the real answer, you know.
For me, an ideal date is not even taking me to the movies and the restaurants. No, honestly, I've outgrown that. I want to go somewhere in nature where I can relax, where there's no distraction, where we can have a decent conversation and actually hear each other's heart. You understand? It's
Boss a
not
little
about
kiss.
the other part that come in now.
What I say?
Take up, Danille, take up on a
Except
date
on
at the
the
most.
first date, don't try to kiss me on the first date because
Me
you're
ne-
not gonna get a second date.
Nah, for one a second date. I can work with one date. What?
Oh
Move
really?
to the
Oh,
next person,
so
man.
your goal was you could date me then. Your goal was just
Wait,
Danille,
name.
so
You know what date name? You know what name date?
white
If
name
the
date
first
because
one
it's
don't
one.
work, you move to another date. First, move to
You know
another
what?
date.
Listen. I beg to disagree. That's not
So what date mean? Date I mean it must work, you know.
sweetheart. A date
If
is
me and you go on a date, hold on.
partner.
If me and you go on a date and me kiss you, and you not calm about me, not have to go on a date, smart years, brother. What me I gotta do?
But yeah, I gonna kiss the other person and you're not gonna get no other date.
So
You're
what?
gonna always
Move to
go
So
and
somebody.
Danille, are you saying that kissing on a first date is totally out of your book? If that ever happens, that will never happen. We will never live to see that day.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just don't think. I don't
Yeah,
think you should try
stutter.
to kiss me on the
Yeah,
first.
stutter. Something
You
like that.
can kiss on first date.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
talk.
Wait,
stutter.
let me hear what that
Don't
is
try to
saying.
kiss me on the
Bro, yeah,
first
stutter,
date.
bro.
You can kiss on first date. You know what you talk.
Don't
Wait,
kiss
hold
me.
Yeah,
on.
stutter.
That's for me. Okay, ladies, call in and let us hear. Are you okay with
You
getting
can't get
kissed
no
on the
help. The ladies
first
them
date?
not help you.
I
Kissing
don't
on the
want
first
to be
date.
kissed on my first date. I'm sorry. I don't want to be kissed on my first
So
date.
Danille,
That's all.
sometimes okay.
Period.
Not even a little chubs. No.
I don't want you to kiss me on my first date, and I'm serious. Don't kiss me on
Not
my
even
first
on your jaw.
No, I'm sorry.
No, man.
No,
So
You're
you
don't kiss me on my first
wait,
date.
not even a little.
I would
No.
comment them. Don't ask the comment them.
Yeah.
I'm one of the
Okay,
people
all right.
who
I'm
really
sorry,
ask.
Keiwana, go ahead.
Take you on.
I don't think kissing on the first date is bad. It depends on the chemistry. And sometimes people go to the movies as a first date, and I
Wait,
think
I
that's
Thank,
can't
not
hear her.
thank, thank you.
because you need to go someplace where you can actually like talk and like
Yeah.
like I like to go hiking. I go hiking on dates. I'm
Where?
just quiet so you could
What
like
you say? Hiking?
And Danille,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
really and true, you know, upon the nature, calm and cool, listen to your heartbeat. You really don't kiss.
I know I don't want to be kissed on my first date. I'm just being me, and I'm being honest. No gimmicks right now. I don't want to be kissed. So if you were thinking, if you're on the live and you were thinking of taking me on a date, young man, I don't want you to try to kiss me on my first date. I'm sorry.
Cold, man.
So you don't believe
I'm being
in.
real. Don't kiss me
So,
on
all
my
right.
first date.
You don't believe
As
in.
I said, it all depends on the different level where you are. Back then, maybe in high school or maybe in my younger stage, I would. Oh my God, kiss me now, please. I wouldn't even be interested in a conversation. Just give me a kiss, like
Lone kissing.
I want to kiss. But no, sweetheart, I don't want to kiss.
Ring
I
out,
want you to
governor.
stimulate
So-
my
so-
mind versus trying to stimulate my body. You know what I
So
mean?
don't-
That's just where I am right
So-
now.
So don't you work with chemistry, vibe, intuition?
Brokey, but that's my requirement. Next question, Mr. Mays.
And that's fair. To me, that's fair. Some people are okay with kissing on the first date.
Keiwana. Big up
And
your
I'm
damn
not
self.
knocking Keiwana. Keiwana says
Keiwana.
she doesn't have a problem, but as for
Big
me,
up your damn
I
self,
don't
Keiwana.
want you to kiss me on my first date.
Big up yourself, Keiwana. You know the thing. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
And that's
And
because
you don't
it
date me
has
because you don't get a kiss. So
There you can get your.
Okay, Jay. I think personally, I think
Just
that's
put it right
fair. You know, some women are okay with kissing on the first date. Some women are not. And then some men are okay with kissing on the first date, and some men are not. So I think
Men.
You know what? You know what I've grown to know, like as a younger girl, men will like cherry lips, your lips them nice, and you can't imagine how you can kiss.
That's why me attack so.
So, but I'm telling you, for me, you know, some people have my lips are my Mercedes. You don't touch it on me, okay? Period.
All
Hey,
right.
let me ask you a personal
Oh,
question. Hey, let me ask you a personal question. You and a man go on a date. When I hear her best feature, I hear her lips. You really think a man gonna really have self-control if you not try to kiss you with them lips? Be honest.
Listen, sweetheart, that tells me if he doesn't try, that tells me he's exercising self-control, because I do know it's a feature and I do know it's tempting. So the mere fact that he's not trying to even go close, I do.
But hold on, let me ask you a question, because you can't be a man when him trying. Him try,
No,
him
I'm
not
not
know
gonna
say,
smack him.
but him not know say, no, I mean
sweetheart,
Mr. Rock.
back up.
But you look at it this way, him not know say you not do it on first day. Cause I try. Him not know.
Okay, but guess what? As Brokey said, it goes with chemistry, right? When somebody's gonna kiss you, what is the action? Leaning forward, right? And then the female just leans into it, and it happens.
Nobody follow Brokey. You get her some sideways kiss and you never even know. Me? Nobody follow cop. Nobody follow
Carl
cop.
coming in. Carl coming in. Carl, you're live.
Hi, good night. So I just want to touch back on some of the stuff that was said earlier. For example, about females and males doing the household chores and all of that. My opinion about that is we can always split the bills 50-50 or 60-40. It depends on the couple. Right? As it concerns household chores, it depends on the couple, because if me like laundry and my man don't mind cleaning the house, then there's not an issue. You get what I say? About staying home, the whole conversation about staying home. Personally, I do not want to stay home.
There you go.
I like work my own little money, and my thing says fair is fair, help out.
Right.
Yeah.
In case that I am staying home, it is my responsibility to take care of the house, right? So
Thank you.
make sure everything good, because you might go there and provide things for me. And when I think I don't have to as a female too, we tend to not think about the man mental stability. So if the man I go there and I provide him also in full, why is it that you can't make sure I'm comfortable like that?
That's true.
Done it done.
Yeah, so and that is like you're saying. I heard Charles say earlier saying that sometimes the man them feel better, can have conversation with inside woman them. We don't create that atmosphere at home. So of course I will go there and I will get something and I listen. Oh, and it's Kadisha, by the way. Have a good night, guys.
Kadisha, come on for the people that live. Okay, get off. But listen,
17 points to nil. 17 points to the men.
I am not knocking any female. But all right, so let's talk about the men that wants to stay home and the females that goes for work.
No,
sweetheart. No, let's address that, because you do have men that are comfortable stay home and the female goes to work.
Let me break it slowly.
Jay, she has a point.
First and foremost, I think we mentioned this in some prior live, whereas nothing is wrong with a female who wants to go to work. Go on, go work. Me not stop you. However, when the table turn, whereas the man now work, but she a work, we are gonna start have a problem, because at the end of the day.
But some men don't have a damn problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Some men have no problem.
No.
Some man.
Hold on. There are reasons why you are saying some man have a problem with it. Them not see it as a problem. But the problem clear. The mere fact that your lady going out, remember, you know, she a go out, you know. Remember, I tell you, nothing wrong with the female working, you know. But she a become the sole breadwinner while you stay home.
Okay, you spend the money till you want to dictate.
Is that justifiable? What kind of contribution you have? Okay, in this life, you stay home by choice. Because I want to take care of the house. I want to do whatever I want.
You don't want to do nothing.
me not more point then. If you not do not know, we don't know them.
No, he does. He just wants to stay home. No,
The
but
female. Hold on. Let me give you the clearest answer I can give right now. If you're a female and you with a man, you gonna work and you let him home and him just want to stay home, you are the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Because guess what? If you accept that as a female, what me if you say? I can't tell you nothing.
Right.
Men only do it to females who want it to be.
Right.
If me can't stay in my yard because my female are tell me, say, oh, you have to find a work, you know. So, or you get rid of that. Obviously, that's the female one. The female okay with it. So something wrong with she.
Okay.
How you would have feel about that, Danille?
Sweetheart, that's unacceptable, okay?
That is just unheard of. That is just unheard of.
No, it's actually not unheard of.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens all the time.
It does. I'm telling you, that's why I raised the point, because I do know female that thinks highly of going out to work while I call those guys the niggas. The niggas stay home and relax.
Is that
And
them
guess
people
what
there?
too? Those men, they're at every party. They're always dressed in the latest and the finest and drives the finest. Yeah, but the female hustles double time to take care of his social lifestyle.
I'm glad, I'm glad. Let me say this.
people.
I'm glad. Hold on, Brooks. I'm glad we have two female versus me and bad dogs. Eh? No, you have the platform for talk to. They may not hear, but you have the platform for tell the females. Because you're talking on behalf of the female. But are the female are the problem?
But
because I want to accept a man can do, a man cannot. I can say it loud and clear. A man cannot do what he want to do with a female unless she wants it.
Yeah.
If me short off of my woman,
with that.
if me short off of my woman and she not tell me say don't short off, every day me a short off her. If me don't need to get up
But
and
you
work.
have some man, even if you say don't shout at me, they're still gonna shout at you.
Okay. But you have to take drastic actions because if moment you don't do nothing about it, you accept it. You accept it. So just like how him no one gonna work, you accept him being home. So you are the problem and him are the fault,
But just as you said, this is an opportunity. You're saying, just as you said earlier, this is an opportunity to speak to someone that may be in the position right now where you are a hustler, you're a go-getter, while your partner is the one that lays up and be comfortable at home. It all boils down to what the person wants. That person is comfortable because guess what? You see now some woman I write this up, well now go cheat on me because he's home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they allow it. So
yeah, man.
Address that.
Yeah, man. Them there.
Well,
And some of them just act so desperate to have a relationship they settle for anything, and that's just unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me.
Not taking care of anybody like that.
Yeah, for me, in my book, that is unheard of. That will never happen, right?
But
because
it does exist.
Yeah. Oh, you're outside,
question.
not for me. For me, not happen with me. That's what I'm talking about.
Brokey, I'm telling you,
And these people,
I know people that doesn't work, honey. And guess what, too? Soon as the home girl pulls up, the car reversal.
It's true.
These people,
happens.
These people, because sometimes you have to put it in. These people, are them in a relationship? Are them just there? And them are going.
Very good. Excellent.
Are they in a relationship? Are you socializing children?
Years are counting into it too.
Years now count, mama.
Yeah, because
okay,
so
socializing children into
this?
Question.
All right, moving on to the next question, right? You went on a date.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, there's a question that came in on the phone line. To the males, how do you guys know which woman you actually want to settle with? What traits do you deem fit to say that this is the woman I want to be committed to?
Awesome question. Come on, Brokey and Jaye, speak up.
Hold on, what did it say? What woman? What was the question? You say what the man wants?
Don't stutter. You heard the question.
I know what me want.
No. How do you know which woman you actually want to settle with? What traits do you deem fit to say that this is the woman that I want to be committed to?
Adding on to that, there was another question that I saw that Beverly had asked earlier, where she said, if Brokey and Jaye is in a relationship, what traits attracted you to your female?
To that person.
So it's kind of this one and the same question. So go ahead, guys.
All right. Firstly, it's gonna go back right to where I started. The basic traditional principles. I believe in a traditional household. I tweak it a little bit because we must, as males, we must help with something that we say is a woman's role or responsibility. Me as a man, I help her out. I help her clean. I help her cook. I help her do all these things. So it's not solely down to her because she work, I work. So right there and then, both of us working. She's also taking on a piece of what I should be doing as being the sole breadwinner. So we split it 50-50 right there. That is the physical realm of things. The physicality. She must be able to cleanliness. That's godliness. She can cook. I love food. Right. So these basic things must be there. Then it goes to the spiritual part of things, the soul. Because all these physical things, the attractiveness, the glam, the glitter, all these things. But you see, when it comes down to reasoning ability, the drive that you put into me, the ambition, the goals, the objective, we are on one part achieving goals and objective. These are the things that really attracts me. Not the, I would say the social media. We have the social media lie that we live and that we admire so much.
True.
And we try to set a standard based on what the media give to us. But for me personally, it's just she has to be a traditional, more calm spirit, self-driven. It's more of the hidden, what's on the inside, the hidden characteristics, rather than what I'm seeing with my naked eyes. It's the hidden characteristics for me.
And you're speaking for yourself, not on the behalf of the men. You're just
I can't
speaking
speak
for
on
you.
behalf of men. Yeah, I'm speaking for me.
Okay, so your turn, Jay. I'm listening. Interesting here.
I mean, it's a broad answer that's going to give in. Whereas my traits, and the most important trait, I should say, is the chemistry. Because I believe that we can have everything else there is, and we just not connect for some reason. You know what I mean? We try every method there is. We try everything we'll see that other relationship, work based on, and it just not connecting. So I believe that the number one trait is the chemistry. The connection have to really, real, pass real. You know what I mean? I also think, everything, know if your facts of the trait as it relates to personality. Because oftentimes we meet some people and feel like we can know them within 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. I mean, I remember nothing when my mother teach. My mother teach me that after 25 years, you still
don't know the person.
You know what I mean? And I live with that. You get me? I say. So the personality keeps you wanting to know more of this person. You get me? I say, and you decide right there. You start tell yourself, I like that personality, I mean, I like it. Can we fix it or we can't fix it? You get me? I say, with that, apart from that, God fearing. If there's a female out there, you know what I mean, and we are make moves, you know what I mean, you have no, no regard to God. Right there's an X. That's the first thing. I'm not even going to tell you nothing about spirituality. Maybe Brokey can talk on that. Me can't talk on that. But me can tell you about you have to know God. You get me? I say, me not tell you say we have to go to church every Saturday and every Sunday. But me I tell you though, if you tell me about Allah, and if you tell me about whosoever, we not gonna work. You have to know what me and do as it relates to God. You get me? I say, because I feel like from point 1 to point 10, I might carry me. You know what I mean? And there are other little traits where we can call out for the rest of the night. Emotional. If you have a female that has no emotional background as it relates to you getting to know her, you building on something, that's another problem. You have female when not talk. You have female when not where them go through so much in life and you yet to know you and them the 5 years. Let me clear up, not dead. You and them be together for 5 years. You get me? I say emotional speech, you not even know because them can't confide in you. You get me? I say them not show enough form of emotions. You have tough female out there like that. And if me not get that, trust me, it just not gonna work. You know what I mean? Evil,
sorry, go ahead.
Evil, if me should have the last one, sense of humor. That's a critical one. You know what I mean? There's a time and place for everything. However, I suppose you can run a look at joke with it, you know, say a joke.
Yeah, for real.
You get me say? I suppose you can laugh. We can laugh about even the more serious things in our life. And moment you can't show me that and say, all right, you have at least 5% of that. Keep it going, mama. Yeah, say.
All right. What about you ladies? Like, what are some of the things that you look for in a man?
Yeah, driven. I don't.
Wait, what? Keiwana, what you saying?
He has to be driven. I don't want nobody lazy. You have to have goals. We can't just be sitting in the same spot. Like we have to make plans. You have to be able to accept all of me because I have a really big personality, and you have to be able to accept all of Keiwana. Respectful, considerate of my feelings. You have to know to make me feel special. I don't care how much years we together. I still need to feel beautiful. You need to still tell me, make me feel that way. I just need to feel protected, I don't want to be, I want to know like I'm in a situation and I'm not there by myself. So that's really important for me.
Sounds good.
Like
you remember no more.
If you don't believe in God, then you and the man.
Oh my God.
Wait, Jay, hold on. Keiwana, repeat that part?
I said, like Jay said, you have to be knowing that God got us here. So if you don't believe in God, then you and the man for me.
Okay. Yeah, not Allah, not Allah.
No, God. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go ahead, no, Danille.
Well, for me, quite honestly, on the level that I am on right now,
better not kiss for birthday.
This special, this rare kind of thing that God has for me, yeah. First, I know God has been working on him because for two things, and more than two things, I'm a mother of 3 children, 3 different personalities. So first and foremost, you have to accept me with my children. Secondly, you have to accept me with my scars, which is the first thing even before my kids, because you're going to see and meet me for who I am before meeting my children.
Right.
But in all honesty, it all depends on where you are in life. And where I am right now in life, it's not even about sex, quite honestly. You have to really come good, because gone are the days when, it was about the feelings, the sexual satisfaction and all of that. You have to can stimulate my mind. You have to can motivate me, because remember, you are dealing with not just a regular female, but a 2-time breast cancer survivor. Yeah? So I've come close to that. So you have to give me reason to stay alive every given day, besides just being an individual, besides just being a mother. So this person is not no normal person. He has to have strength on a different kind of level.
Right.
because I'm going to be an emotional wreck on some different days, yeah? And some mornings I'm going to wake up feeling on top of the world. And when I'm not feeling on top of the world, I still want to be reminded that, honey, you don't have your breast, but you have your life.
Right.
Joe.
Have your kids. Someone that you touched on a point that says somebody that knows who God is. But and this is only if we're speaking for ourselves, because you have persons that believe in other powers besides God, yeah. So if we're just gonna keep it in itself, then I can speak on. If you're going to be on a broad topic, it all depends on the level of maturity where you are in life. Gone are the 6 days. Gone are the days when you take me on dates and whatever. You have to keep me alive every given day.
I can't say gone all the 6 days. I can't say that.
No. It is still there. Of course, we still
want to for that, man.
Chandelier and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
At the same time, it is not the foremost important thing right now for me. Yeah. You meet me with my kids, so I'm not a virgin, honey. I've had that. So if you ever come and defend and want to know how dumb they feel or whatever, sweetheart, you're just not for me and I'm just not for you. Yeah.
Sure.
So if you can stimulate my mind, if you can keep me alive on a daily basis, then honey, you have a place in my heart. Someone that really loves you genuinely and not just pretend, because you have some great pretenders just to get an opportunity.
Yes.
But if you are for general, if you are for real, I get that the sex is a plus. No kidding. Of course, people that say, oh, remember, for me, I have a complete hysterectomy. I can't have kids again. So some people that come to that say, oh, I wonder how it feels. Sweetheart, it's your guess, but at the same time, when the king come, I'm sure gonna do what I need to do, because there is no lack in that department, quite honestly. What is missing?
All right.
Show me. Yeah.
What
yo.
And when I said, because guess what? One of the things, right? When I was young and you was making out and all of that, I didn't know that. Listen, if somebody really loves you, they'll invest in you. Somebody knows what you are driven by. They will push you every day to be your better self, to achieve all of those dreams, regardless of the obstacles that you're facing in your day-to-day life. Yeah. So it all depends on where you are in your mature level, spiritually as well, because for me, I do believe in the true and living God, but not everybody believes in him, and that don't mean if that person don't believe in him. Everybody have their own match. Yeah. For me, I'm just waiting patiently and being in having so many different experiences, because I have 3 kids for 3 different persons, and I gave those 3 persons their first children. You know, think, oh, he's gonna settle with you, but men on a different level sometimes don't know what they want, and looking back at it, I've heard like, boy, how could I mess up a relationship? What things had to happen for you to be in a different life or to see life in a different perspective?
Right, that makes sense.
For me, you have to come good. It's not about the money. It's not about the flashy car. Honestly, I would try with someone that is spiritually, emotionally, physically intact than somebody who appears to be sophisticated, has a good job. I really don't have time for those persons, because there's so many wolf in sheep clothing that these days, boy, really and truly, you see all of that. And when you get to really know the person, is a baboon, is a clown.
It's true.
And then you overlook the person who you could potentially try with, grow with, and elevate with based on how they appeared.
I agree. And then touching base on, because there was a comment that I saw from Snaps that said, both women and men, we haven't came to a complete conclusion on what we want as a whole. What is it that you don't want in a man/woman? What would be a complete turn off for you guys? So time is going, so we kind of have to answer this like quickly.
All right, so turn off, starting with Brokey up top.
How much time we have? 2 hours? It has to be approximately 2 hours for the live?
Oh no, it's actually there's no time.
There's no time.
But go ahead. Brokey, right?
Yeah, Brokey.
Yeah,
what is the question?
well,
The question.
So the question was both women and men. We haven't came to a complete conclusion on what we want as a whole. What is it that you don't want in a man / woman? What would be a complete turn off to you?
Yeah, so what would be a turn off?
yeah, the complete turn off basically would be the opposite of everything I just said. But firstly, I hate vulgarity. I hate somebody who's loud and who is vulgar and who just put themselves out there and just brackus and ratchet, and I hate that. But I said I like a calm spirit. I like somebody who's calm. So if you are not a calm spirit, then the vulgar thing. And then if you are not goal oriented, if you are not ambitious, if you are not working towards something, then that's also a turn off. Because you can't just live day by day, just there's no goals, there's nothing that you are trying to achieve. So if you don't have any ambition, that again is another turn off. And then the spiritual level is another thing. If you are not spiritual, nah, keep it moving.
Fair enough. All right. Danny, you want to go next?
Yes, but you mute, ma'am. Oh, you unmute my mic now. So you're saying what is a turn off for me?
Right.
Big time, a man will have order when I was thinking arm and I was thinking foot. Oh my God! Listen, if you don't exercise self-care for me, oh gosh, I mean, I need to tell you, you must smell yourself. You know what I mean? That's a number one turn off. And if a man just like if I have to tell you all the time, you have to pay attention to what is considered my love language. What makes me happy? If I have to dictate to you at all times, well, I mean, I have time for school, nobody pick me, yeah? And then you have some man when he come on to go in at the bed, like one day they said the man say, oh, take off your drawers. Really? Guy your yard, my brother, please. You know what I mean? Be patient, be romantic. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So if you're not romantic, you're just not in my zone at all. If you have an order, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't take care of your whole well-being, that's a big turn off for me. You don't have to be rich for me, quite honestly. But if you as Brokey said, goal oriented, if you're ambitious, if you want to become something, I can work with you. You know what I mean? I don't mind helping. I don't mind investing into a relationship as long. And then, boy, Chris, go on to somebody else, because at the end of the day, you invest into the person and you create this person to become everything that you desire, and then the person cheat on you, and then the person gone to somebody else. That's a huge turn off again,
right? Makes sense. All right, Mr. Grill Chris, you're next.
Well, we can be as jovial too, you know. It's a big foot man, or a big foot girl, I don't know what I call it. It's a major turn off. Because it sounds silly, but we all got our picks. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Every man, and some people hide them picks, you know. I hide them from looking things at themselves. Me not like the big foot man. So if your foot pass all my foot, just know. We nah link. And the truth. Everybody have a preference. And the truth of God love. You get me? I say. With that being said, you know what I mean? Emotional. As a female, if you're not emotionally in no whatsoever way, that's a turn off for me. And emotional not for me towards me. You know what I mean? Emotional can be towards even your own kids, towards your own family, towards your friend. You know what I mean? And that comes with love. Because at the end of the day, you're there around me and you'll be so loving. You treat me so sweet. And I'm on the road right there. So, and you move like you're not even realize you can be as emotional towards him. And emotion is a broad topic. But I do understand so to get to me as it relates to doing it towards other people. You know what I mean? Because oftentimes we partner be a particular way with we. But when it comes on to being that way to somebody else, it's the opposite. And me use them things as a guide. You see, same thing what you do your brother, that you gotta do me in a dark shit. You get me? I say. You see, same thing what you do your father, as bad as him want be. Same thing what you do your uncle, same thing what you do your mother. You see, female talk to your mother a certain way. Trust me, I gotta chat to my mother a certain way too. And you gotta talk to me a certain way too. So the emotional connection of it, if you not have that way, you realize, say, yo, me have to be nice, me have to be courteous, me have to be loving, even when it's painful. You know what I mean? If you not have that in you, so either me I go burn you, or we just not go nowhere.
So Jay, if it's the perfect girl, perfect woman, but
you wanna answer?
our foot big.
You know, listen, you think mute. Come like your thing mute and I hear. Brother, let me give you a prime example, because we're not a secret in our life, you know. Me that date a girl already. And the first time we are talking about the phone for a minute, and the first time we actually go out. And I swear upon my life, for the whole 2-3 hour round each minute, I look down upon her foot. Every minute. No, because...
Keiwana.
No, because me I say, no, so your foot so big, B. No, man. I start look upon it like, something wrong with me. Start all blame all myself. Because I think so, no, something wrong with me. You know. Why me up here? Me I walk. Me raise size 7.5 at the time. And you have a 11. No, B, you have to do better. We can't work. That can't work.
All right.
Danny, you want to say something?
But Jay, really and truly, I get that is something that you are turned off about. But remember, God made us. We never asked him for a size 11 and a size 13.
That's true. That's true.
And God also made us. God also made us with our preferences. Pick where you want.
Jesus.
Be careful. Don't take up where you can't handle. Me can't handle that.
All right, no problem.
All right, Keiwana, you're up.
Going back to what I said initially about consistency. So if you're inconsistent, then that's a turn off. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want. So if I tell you, okay, we're gonna be friends with benefits, and you can't keep up, then that's a turn off. If we're gonna be dating and we're trying to get to know each other, and we want to move forward and build a life, and I have to be carrying the whole thing and telling you what to do, that's a turn off. Also, another turn off is when you can't spell. If you texting me, I understand there's different, slang, and there's different, I talk in my Tomian when I texting, but I know the difference between a slang and when you can't spell. That's a turn off for me. But yeah, it really comes down to inconsistency. Like, I'm going to tell you what I want, and if you can't keep up, then it's just going to be a turn off for me. So,
right. So we gotta use, because there's a lot of sex thing coming up. Even Deco, a while ago, I talked about bust off thing, and him say sex is very important, but none of the guys mention that. Are you guys afraid to just blurt it out? Sex is very important.
Afraid.
We're gonna jump over to the sex topic.
I'm afraid.
You want to ask that question? Danille, go ahead.
So when it comes on to dating men, right, guys, I want to hear your feedback. What is it? What are your views on? I really don't like the word step because it really gives a little off kind of thing. But what are your feedbacks on dating someone that has children, your bonus children?
I mean,
let me touch that topic first, Daniel, because I had a discussion about a week ago, maybe less than a week ago. It was something that was posted on one of the social media sites. One of them. It was more of a gimmick, but the lady, she had children, and apparently she asked the guy for money towards her children. And the guy responded by saying, you should ask your baby father for that kind of money. But it was $20, but I look at it on the moral perspective. So I saw a female posted it and we were having a discussion about it. And I asked, is it wrong for a man to say, okay, go ask your baby father for that kind of money? Or is it Or is that man obligated to say, okay, I'm taking on this lady, so I must take on her children? Is it an obligation, or they must have some kind of understanding that I have children, you're gonna play a role? Is it an understanding or an obligation? That was the sentiment of what we couldn't get at. Is it obligated or is it an understanding?
In my opinion, it's not an obligation. It's more as an understanding, because at the end of the day, you cannot accept the cow without accepting the calf. My children and I come together as a package, okay? And it can go at the same way. It could be I that doesn't have the children and you have your children.
Right.
If I'm gonna take you on, obviously I'm gonna have to take on your kids. Not necessarily mean that I have to be responsible for everything that your children or child requires. It boils down to my understanding that, listen, this is my boo. The kids are gonna be a mirror of who I am in their father's life. So I'm gonna do me a talk for me per se, yeah? All if the man not good, the picnic them have to look good, because no one out the road now gonna make me feel like me now do what me supposed to do. And even if it's not my responsibility, I do believe my conscience as a female would not give me feel good like say me. No, listen, man. When your baby mother see her son or her daughter, she must worship the very ground that I stand on. Yeah. But then you boil down to females that take on these men that has children, and them allow the man to take care of their children and not take care of their other children outside of the relationship. That then becomes a huge problem. So I really want to hear from you guys. What is your perspective? I did answer your question based on I can understand it. But what are your perspective on dating a female with children?
My perspective, basically, well, the female was leaning to the side and saying that if I am dating a man, I have to take care of children. And I'm like, it leads me to ask you the question. So, what is the actual role of that child life of the actual child father? What is his role, since the man or the stepfather, so to speak, is supposed to solely mind your child? What is the role of the father? What does the role of the father know? And for me, it's an understanding. It is definitely an understanding. And if I am dating a female with children, I am assisting the children on the behalf that I am with the mother. Not the father must play his role regardless of the situation. If it's a deadbeat father, then that is a different case. But let's say in numbers, the mom and the father have a understanding that they go 50-50 and everything. The child needs something, I go 50. Say something come up to $100,000. I think my role is to say, okay, you should provide $50,000 the mother. I give you $30,000 or $25,000 because I am helping you as the mother. The father pay is $50,000. Nah, me no love, man. I know I'm not playing your role. So
it's not your role, but if you know say it's a deadbeat father, right? If you know from the get-go that the father,
if it's a deadbeat father, different.
Okay, so you would not deny her of the actual $10,000 that is required to fulfill what the child needs are.
If it's a deadbeat father, I would take on the role. Definitely, I would take on the role. But as they were putting it, it's like it's a jape. Like you'd a jape me up and say, hey, my child need this and you must provide it.
No.
It's still an understanding. I'm doing it because I'm with you. Right? But that was the sentiment that was getting. Like you'd a jape me up and say, my picnic need this. Go on out, go get it. Go on out, go bring it and come back. Which I find that kind of, I don't even know why I find that, but it didn't sit well with me, because if my child needs something, because I am in a relationship, I have kids, my girlfriend don't have kids, and that will never happen. But if something comes up and she decide that I cannot find it, I think I could have got you up and say, hey, I hear picking them, I hear picking them to say, try to find it. I could do that. It will be my role as the father, say. And me would have to go and find that. So I can't jape up nobody
Yeah, sounds good.
because of a deadbeat father.
Huh?
Deadbeat father. Because I see that just as an excuse for the fathers who not minding their children.
Right.
The stepfather now become the
Huh?
sole
The
provider.
sole provider.
And then
Right.
Okay.
you want to put the pressure on the stepfather. You want to put the pressure on the stepfather. Say, what are you? Are the daddy if you go get the jape up really and truly?
Right.
That is my
I
take on it. It's
agree.
an understanding to me rather than an obligation.
So like how would you view this now? You are in a relationship, you have kids, your partner has kids. Just creating a scenario here. She has kids, you have kids, right? But she is not that female that actually encourage or motivate you to do for your children. But when it comes on to her child, you have to do. How would you handle a situation like that?
Firstly, I wouldn't be in a relationship like that. That's the first thing. I'm not going to be in a relationship like that. I would not be in a relationship like that. But the fact that,
But
but I'm just putting myself in the situation.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm putting myself in the situation right now. That would be a workable. That would never be a workable situation for me. That would be so uncomfortable. That would bring too many shadows, too much uncertainty. That I just cannot sit with that because we become a blended family, so to speak. It's a blended family, and whatever the emotional aspect of it definitely must be descended down to my child. It must be descended down to every children. Because even a stranger child, it takes a village to raise a child. I can never proclaim hate on any child, whether mine, somebody else. And so if the fact that a female would neglect a child, worse on the basis that it's your stepchild or a child that you should be involved in your life, I just cannot see that. Because even if you go outside and neglect a child that you see outside in need and you can help and don't help, no. So it would definitely have to be a blended situation, a blended family where equally. If it comes down to monetary contributions and she can't afford it and I have to put it in, the child should not know that. That is just between me and her. The child doesn't need to know that, right?
So Jay, you're so
Yeah.
silent. So you are in a situation, Jay, right, where you have kids and your partner knows about your children. You never hide your children, right? But your partner is not one that ever says, you know, pick up your daughter, you know, pick up your son and bring them over, you know, make a plan a family trip. How do you view that individual that you are currently in a situation with? How would you view her?
Listen, nobody would do that thing. So, with my partner reaching out to me at times, asking if I'm not bringing over my kids, so to speak. That's a great partner. Because that's like having the greatest interest for my kid. You know what I mean? If you're not talk to me about my kid, I'm going to pray you silently. You're not even going to know me I pray you. You get me I say? And big up Snacks, because Snacks not left out it no time at all. 24/7 she question about jail. You get me I say? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? She curious at times when I call jailer, how much I call jailer. You know what I mean? All credit goes there, you know what I mean? But for not doing it, I ain't not gonna tell you like Brokey said, me not gonna end up in another relationship because people do change.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they change due to the situation. So everything else might cook but when it come on to your kids, boom.
Yes.
Some drama. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But me look upon it as a different shade of light because the mere fact that she's so in tune and having such an interest for my kid, them things that make me smile. Because some of the time we as men, we need that.
That's true.
Because it boils down to how you said that depending on how a female treats her father, her brother,
there we go.
So even though this is not a part of the script, I want to take this opportunity to big up the host, Christina Mays, because observing her as a step parent to Nolan's son. If you never know, say I never Christina bring him, no cap. Should have to tell you that say I don't feel deal with him. But man. The host for being that individual in the kid's life, yeah? My battery I got dead from my iPad. Bring me a charger, somebody. Hello, mommy needs a charger. But anyhow, on a serious note, so you do have some men that are comfortable in a household knowing that them catty or sometimes because you're the outside, you're the parent, you're not there. You don't know if the female in the home not saying, or the male in the home not saying, hey, you check on your youth or you do this for your youth. So it's really hard to even drop an assumption where you really don't know the truth of exactly what is happening. Yeah? Because you can't change a deadbeat.
Yeah, because
it's born deadbeat.
You see, the thing is, Daniel. Oftentimes we go into some relationship and we'll go with the frame of mind. We'll go with the frame of mind to change something. You get me? I say, if I'm a deadbeat, Lorimer's deadbeat. If me are the stepfather, you say if me a stepfather, layman term, I'm not busy about him. Love has no limit. I believe that love has no limit. And if me have 6, 8, 10-step kid, yet my son quote unquote weird, but I don't care about them father. Whether I give or not give. You get me? My duty and my responsibility is to make the home happy. And if me as a stepdad, I'm put it as stepdad, see? If me as a stepdad, I go a question. You also make him father no re. You also I go limit what me do for him. I block them things out of my mind.
Exactly.
I start tell myself, say, listen, whether you want to call me stepdad or no stepdad, first thing, in a today's world, I make sure I tell them, me's a soldier. So if me know who you think me is, me I go punish you. Because I catch up on the street side, me I go punish you just the same. So me use them things that's guide, whereas there's no limit. The same way I cheat jailer, the same way I go cheat Uno. Yeah. If I $10 me I get jailer, $10 me I go Uno. You get me? I say? Because guess what? The moment we start paying attention to the steps, we start limit certain things what we do.
Exactly.
You get me? I say? Whether them are deadbeat or them on a deadbeat.
Can I just say something?
So anyway, me not
Jay.
them question they become me a deadbeat father, you know. So nobody even go pin me and say, oh, Danny. No. It's not. I just want, because I do know females that has these problems, yeah. And
right, that's true.
Problem there. Me not hiding something, but at the same time, these are things that females really want to hear men's perspective on it.
Jay, this is the most sense you made all night. The more sense you made all night.
Lead. It look like the men them are leading, about 19 points.
No,
female about 7 points.
But
men are lead.
Question for the ladies.
Yeah, man,
size matter.
Men are lead.
Does size matter in a relationship or during whatever?
Does size matter?
What kind of size? Show size?
Size of a penis.
Yes.
Shoes.
Okay. So you know what? It's not the size that counts. It's exactly what you do with it. Because you really have listen now. I have 3 kids with 3 different fathers. So I can't talk for myself. I don't know about Karine, right? You have some man, we have some big John, and my God, you still wonder like, and you have some man with some pencil like, oh my God!
Jesus.
No, I'm exaggerating here, but really, actually, right? So it's really not the size that counts, it's exactly what you do with it. Because at the end of the day, just recently, my daughter and her friend, I was having a conversation with them, because really one of the things that I do, I try to be authentic. Listen, I wasn't no saying, come on, your mother have you when she was 18 years old. So therefore, I was doing a lot of things, yeah? So I try to keep it real. So I was telling her about the song that would play in the dance hall that says, no one a big whatever girl, and then the girls would just chime in and say, no one a short whatever kind of guy, right? But it's not the size, it's what the person does, how you handle yourself. Because really and truly, if you know your tool, you know if you work it. If you really don't know if you work your tool, it not belongs to you. It's not the 9-inch or the 10-inch or the if it belongs to you, honey. And as the female, if there's something that tighter or could bit as them, if you don't know how to perform some kind of way for that man feel like, whoa, girlfriend, what you got going on there? You know what I mean? So it's all depends on how do you use your tool. Utilize what belongs to you. That's me. Keiwana,
all right, Keiwana.
Keiwana, jump up over there now.
It depends. So there are some men that have really big thing and they don't know what to do with it. However, you know, all you guys like girls with big ass. So don't come with no little thing if you know you can't pass my ass. Okay? So in that case, size does matter. So don't come here and go to country if you can't pass some. So,
Chrissy, Keiwana,
period.
you have some men that craze women with big booty, yeah? And the woman can't even make them booty clap. They can't do nothing with it. So it all boils down to ownership.
You're right. You're right.
So if it can,
that's true. You do have to know what to do. That's true.
Let me swerve it. I miss ya, whatever.
Miss ya.
Oh God. Okay, so guys, I apologize. I'm going to ask you guys this question, and I'm not going to ask you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Danille?
Sorry. Mute me.
A mistake. I was trying to unmute the guys.
Okay, so I'm at work tomorrow, and I'm not drink the wine like a water.
I'm not going to ask the guys if size matters as it relates to the females. That would not be fair.
No, ask them.
But what matters as it relates to guys? As it relates to down here, what matters?
As it relates to size. What? Oh, I never know. Hold on, size.
The guys know what matters for guys.
Oh, so I'm just going to tell us I shall pass.
Size though, because I like it. I like it wet.
The what? Why? The what? Brokey pulling in the what?
The vagina. The vagina. What do you mean by? What do you mean by we are talking? What do you mean by we are talking? Vagina.
I'm going like a PG-13.
Yeah, vagina, the pum pum. Like it wet. You know, I like it wet and warm on the inside, you know. You know, if it just dry and just dead, you know. And you know, to stimulate it and make it get wet too also, you know. So that is another thing. But size does matter because, as they say, you have some big old girl and you have some with the itsy bitty, teeny weedy. So you know, itsy bitty. So like the tight pum pum them basically, and the big one them can get a one and one.
All right.
But wet and tight.
Well,
Danille, me unmute you. Sorry.
Oh, because it is a muteness, but at the same time, I'm saying I don't want nobody to ban the people them live. You understand? I want it supposed to can be a replay on YouTube. But okay, so you say you have something to tight and hook a bit something. PA? Hello?
Yeah, definitely. And wet.
So
Yeah.
So anything tight and hook a bit is not in your zone.
I hear you, Mayo. I hear you. But upon me.
Oh no, you're not on mute.
So Jaye, you say so Brokey, you say if it's not tight and hook a bit, it's not in your capacity, your little circle. It has to be tight.
If you're lucky, yeah.
Well,
you're lucky, you will get a one knock, you know.
Make we slow down the ball game a little bit. I feel like the ball game I run too fast.
Why?
I ain't the day. We can justify it easy. When we talk about size, it does matter. However, whether you're a female or whether you're a male. But what really matters to me how you use it, and that go both for a man,
and a female.
Because you can tight little more and you can wet little more. And you just can't use it.
Come on.
You get me? I say? So
like
you having all these wishes. Yes, I want it for wet. Yeah, you may have chat, Brokey. But wet. You can do man wet, you know. And you know you can answer to me, I say, brother. Think about it. Watch it.
Aside them,
so wet. Hold on, man. She's so wet. Remember, you have to do nothing for a woman wet, you know. So when she wet and can't use it, you're going to enjoy it.
One knock, if you're lucky, you get a one knock and gone, you know?
No, bad example. I not talk what you talk. See? When it wet...
That's why I have to love Jaye. That's why I have to love Jaye.
When it wet, that's good. We take it that. Man, we have big whatever, they must say that good. However, usage a serious thing. Because when them attack say we can't handle the little thing where we have or the big thing where we have. But the same thing we have about some female. Because if you not whine, if you not back it up, and you not give me some bad gymnastic style. You see me I say? Yeah. If you can't use your own property.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
That's exactly what it
you could have, right now, me I tell you the truth, you could have tight. Then again, me never business if you're tight, you know. Tell you the truth, you know. Me I tell you, got you.
Talk about the man then will have it well strapped and by then come 2 minutes.
I know a big, me not know them, D. You have to go tell me, no.
I'm just, but of course, you know, say them exist.
Exist. I know about me read it and them things. I don't know them.
You have to tell. No, honestly, it goes vice versa, and it's true. I've heard a man say before he was in a dancer, right? And to him see the girl reel up on the dance box, them and she go on and she full of energy. I say, yo, I have to get that cat today tonight. That cat today can broke off it and she can. And he said he did get the opportunity. I know I'm so lucky, no ask me, but me I talk from him says the man said I the lamest thing in bed ever. Yeah?
There we go. There we go.
Like, yo, a plum come to walk with, and I can reload the rod of
so you see it for yourself. That we are talking about there. That we are talking about.
What?
You know what I mean? Whereas we see a female and we think a lot of stuff based upon how sexy she is and how she go on.
Exactly.
And then my grading scheme again, I 2 out of 10 you get in a bit. There's no me not call you back.
But just one. We have be like, what, my nigga, 2 minutes?
Yeah, them not take me, so me not take. Listen, me not day. Listen, day. Voila. Let me say something, day. Don't get the grade scheme wrong. It's like a teacher. See? Me give you 2 out of 10, and you give me 1 out of 10. Me not just take 1 out of 10 and I get back no call. Me just go on about my business. What? Me not special. So if me and you go up and move and you not call me back.
Just don't kiss me.
I just try to come on.
But no. And you have some man where this happened to where the first time anxiety caused them to broke real fast. But when you get them again, you're like, them man they can't call free, like, man, you're what way there, how far you reach? You're so forward, my lad. You know what I mean? So it all depends on where you are and what you want at that time and what you're willing to
advice.
Well, listen. Listen. Even if you may think the first time it wasn't that great, we ain't about to give you the best sex the first time. We're gonna save it. If we feel like you want it, then we're gonna be real. We're gonna bring out the real gun. We ain't gonna give you the best.
Let me answer that question.
What time?
How do y'all feel when a man pop? Now first, let me never say 3. First 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh shit.
Hold on, mama.
Disappointed, okay?
No.
Disappointed.
You see?
Nobody don't want no
One.
5
All right.
seconds.
That's your answer. D, what your answer?
That
One
cannot
word.
exist. 5
One.
seconds.
Eh?
5.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
cannot exist, my lord.
5
Listen, that
seconds?
is a
No,
big.
no, no.
Listen, them something they cause a man to cheat.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
definitely because when a
Exactly.
woman, no, listen, when a woman is aroused, you know, I really
Yeah.
want the rod of salvation, sweetheart, later
So let me ask this now. I'm sure.
5 seconds.
I'm sure for a fact. I'm not the only person who have ever heard this. I must good it good while I pop so quick.
Of course, man will say that sometime when.
Is it true?
The second time,
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true?
Okay.
No.
Okay. If it happens, listen. If it happened one time, okay, that's cool. But if every time it's gonna be 5 seconds, you're gonna be on
No,
the
I never
block
said
list.
that's all never go wrong. I said the first time.
No.
First time.
I
The
don't know.
first time him go him pop 3 to 5 seconds. Why y'all can't look on it and must good or no good?
Good, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look when they say good, you know. You're not good at
Hold on, guys. Get in a call.
Get in a call.
Rotting here now.
Alright, hold on. The person will call back.
Guys, whoever it is, call back, okay? Because Nolan don't know what to do with the phone, okay?
Person calling out to Canada, call back. We missed the call. Alright, people.
Any other question? Because we're up on the sex thing now. So any other question?
Yeah.
Oh, the person calling back. Hello?
Hey, you can get up, you know.
Good night.
You know you can get up, right?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good, you know. I just want to touch up on the topic that you guys are talking about. Well, you guys said the 5-minute coming or the 2-minute coming. Like, you guys are not talking as if like the person is using condom or no, because it does matter. As what Brokey said, if like the wet, when you feel the wet, then no matter. You can feel that you're God. No matter where you are, you cannot keep on something else. You're God. You don't need to put close on that now. And say, condom here, you can't go forever with condom. But if you now wear condom and they wet when they touch you, you're gone. No matter.
Mad.
No, that's not the other point.
God.
No, it's true. He has a point. It's the truth. He has a point. He has a point.
Yeah.
Alright, that's that one touch up on still.
No, I'm really sorry. It is the reality. When you go with a condom, it's a whole different feeling. But at least I don't promote unsafe sex. No kidding. Because no matter how you're thinking nice or you're thinking
Safe sex.
Do not promote it.
Safe sex to the T.
Yes,
Snacks does have a point.
Snacks!
Yes. No unsafe sex around here.
What Snacks say?
Snacks, maybe if we kick him out time, see.
No.
Maybe if we kick him out time.
Yo, I have some respect. I might like this.
Alright, listen, we have one more question, guys. I was telling
we have 2 more questions, but that one here we just are going to run over it.
I was telling Nolan to skip over this question, but Nolan said no.
But just like a ask, you know, like you're in a party and the selector just play a piece or song and then just move on. Oral sex.
Of course.
Moving on to the next question. Next question.
So what? I was.
So here's the question, right? So, what question, Dave?
So we all know females always like to say this is something that guys like to receive but don't like to give.
Yes. So what is your take on that, guys?
What's the question? Wait, what's the question?
Oral sex.
The females like to say that
guys like to receive it
But don't
like to give it. Keiwana, I'm gonna start with you because you look ready.
Listen. In all honesty, yeah, I personally think oral sex is nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, it's a part of the pleasure. It's a part of pleasing your partner. Okay, if you are in love with someone and you truly desire everything about this person, I don't see the problem in oral sex being given both ways.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you're not sure about the person, because this is what male always have a problem with, like, she will tell everybody say me bow or or all that. But those are back in the days, that kind of a vibe, yeah. If you want to say you eat pum pum, that's up to you. But trust me, somewhere the other females are going to make you eat it. Them are going to finger themselves and touch upon them breasts, and you're going to sit back. So you bow either way. Whether by chance, they want it or not, you bow. Okay?
Oh my God!
So very, but no disrespect about it. This is my opinion. Again, as I said, if you truly are in love with someone and you really desire that person, and we're wrong in not giving her about the same satisfaction that she give you. We're wrong in that. Talk to.
I mean,
well, oral sex. Well, as our culture, there is still a taboo attached to oral sex.
God!
But if I'm mute.
No,
you are glad. Oh.
Come here, go with bag of things. Mute me, Christy.
Yeah, there is still a taboo that is attached to oral sex. So some man would rather be shy bowers than come out with it. So oral sex, some people rather keep it confidential while others brawling with it. So for me, nothing is wrong with oral sex. Nothing is wrong with oral sex. If you want to give it to your partner, it's up to you. If your partner wants to give it to you, it's up to you. It's up to both parties. And then the other thing of keeping it confidential versus brawling with it, that's just up to you and your partner. So
like
that's
check the screen. Check the comment, Brokey.
look nervous.
No, but no, big man. Listen, no, in all honesty, yeah, you have some man, you see when them run them friend, me not eat pussy, me not do them something there. Then you sit behind closed door, you have to say, blood cleats, I expert this, I first class tonight, like, my nigga, you know what I mean? It is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of, because at the end of the month, for me personally, no, let's talk, let's be reasonable, let's reason about this thing, yeah? Females need to understand that you see your mouth, it carries the deadliest bacteria. Your vagina, your penis, it is much more cleaner than the bacteria that is in your mouth. Yeah. So I'm not every mouth you feel quick to put on your pum pum at the same time.
You don't get everybody.
Mouth, you feel quick to put over your dick at the same time. Girls, when I see dentists in a laugh, my nigga, think about it. Girl, what kind of bacteria you have to come up from clean? You know what I mean? And vice versa, the females. So at the end of the day, it is nothing to be ashamed of. But I understand with some men that just want to keep it low key between the bedroom. And it's not a topic that you have to go point out and say, oh, no, it's not like that. But I want females to know that the mouth carries deadly disease or deadly bacteria that can really infect your genital area. So not because it is nice and a rosy real quick and all of that, don't be quick to spread your legs and welcome somebody's tongue inside of you. You be very careful.
If you look on the principle,
I don't feel like you should give everybody that you have sex with oral sex. Like, I am not doing that to everybody. I have to really be into you for me to do it. Because if I do it and I don't like you, it will be bad. So I'm not going down on everybody. You have to be special to me to get that. So
If you look for,
That's some waste person.
hey, question though. Well, not even a question, a statement. If you look on the principle behind oral sex versus just a regular sex, and we have the Caribbean or the island community put this bright light upon it, whereas people tend to start think it's such of a bad thing. You get me, I say? Or it's such of this crime. But growing and, you know, learning and having more understanding, you realize that it's just another sex. And what there is for you to go against it. Because in this life, everybody have a choice, you know. You see me?
That's true.
And if you and your partner choose to do whatever, that's your choice. You get me, I say? However, the stigma where they behind this oral sex thing, back in the days, yeah, a man now want to talk around with, or we now want to talk around a man due to him trying to be the secretive, whatever. You get me, I say? Today's society, man a big man. If you want to do it, you do it.
Of course.
You get me, I say? So my brother up on the life, if him feel like we tell me same do it, we make go to burn him out.
Exactly.
You get me, I say? I end of the day, hold on, I end of the day, it have a high indifference, whereas when you're there beside of me, you burn it out and you know what you do.
Yeah.
Then again, you make it seems like it's not even just about the sex. It seems like you do something wrong, whereas you're not even true to your own self. You get me?
Exactly.
And it falls in the category, whereas same like what a woman want. Same like what a man want pleasure. Man want pleasure.
The woman wants
we're highly selfish. If you feel like a woman really don't want pleasure. You get me, I say? And for the topic itself, we get people arrogant and people being disrespectful and people feel like, oh, them can't share them opinion. Oh, me not ready. That's your business, you know. And
exactly.
my thing is, I see nothing against it. You get me, I say? Just like it's a sex. It's a pleasurable activity. You know what I mean? However, me is me. My choice is my choice.
Exactly.
If me decide, and I can say it loud and clear, me decide to me I go eat. Who is you for tell me don't eat?
Exactly. There you go.
I feel like as island people make it like it's a problem. These Americans, that's normal to them. But I feel like, you know, island people act like it's some kind of foreign thing, and it's really not.
But you know what, Keiwana? It's not like island people really think that it's a foreign thing. You have to go back from where it started, all in slavery. They used to use that as an opportunity to degrade our black men.
There,
you know what I mean?
Let me stick up it.
Sure.
Every daily, otherwise known as Brokey. We're up on live TV. You remember when we were at college, they say when you're 56, you're going to start eating. The man literally accounting me age. I say, man, 27 more years left. You know, I'm not time it. 27 years more left.
Well, it was to say, a whole heap of people practice oral sex, but a taboo attached to it, them just more and more people are come out. It's just the taboo that is attached to it makes some people don't do it, like a dance and you're all to it, bad man not up.
Exactly. I'll let entertain and the fire.
Your boss, your blank said we ain't up. And a girl watch him over there. So but trouble. So it come down to you and your partner. And if you just have to be true to yourself, if you decide say you confidential. But don't burn it out if you know say sure about a burn it out and a burn and a bullies fire and one and one. They say nothing is wrong. Just another part of sex. Just like
I can where I can attest to men that thinks that anal sex is a crime or yo me not do that. Oral sex like my nigga.
Yeah, man, at the anal of the crime, man. The anal of the
And
crime.
as I said,
And the nigga there for dead, man.
No. Where I can understand with men that finds that part of sex pleasurable and then denies giving their female oral sex, then that's like something I have to check you like, my dog, like what are you thinking? You know what I mean? But at the same time,
before I figure, to be honest, we all have a message we have to send out to the public, or whoever listen. You know what I mean? And we have to be cognizant of whoever listen at the end of the day. However, I said this to say, even though it's your choice, then you have to bear in mind of your health. Because sex on a whole is no joke thing. Just imagine oral sex. You know what I mean? And it take my sergeant at the army will tell me one day, say, you're brave enough to perform sexual activity. You know what you do? Because that's a serious thing. A lot of people don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't even know how much disease you can get with condom or without condom.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Just imagine oral sex.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand, say, this thing, when you do choose, and this is the message we are saying out, when you do choose to do this thing, you better make sure, say, you know, do it to John, and tomorrow you do it to Brown, and it go for the man them too. You do it to Lisa, you do it to Danille, you do it to, because guess what? It have health conditions.
Right.
And it might not come out today, but it is a serious. It's like you killing yourself and don't even know. Just like smoking a tobacco. You know what I mean? So we all can testify. It's not bad or it's not good. Yeah, but what about the people that condition their mind? Say we're doing it. Still have to be careful, cause nobody feel like say show you the oral sex. You can just get up and skin out and a man for the see. No, you have to go. No, you have to go and better be. You see me?
That's right.
Put yourself together. You get me? I say, what happened in your bedroom?
Self-care.
It's supposed to be so important that you keep. I don't even want to use the word secret, but it's supposed to be your privacy.
Yeah.
You get me? I say, and the way you have it as privacy, it is so. You want to use the word cleanliness that you never want to tell nobody.
Right.
You get me? I say, because if you really feel like you're going to yam every day out there, and now okay, not stop yam. You get me? I say, and that vice versa for the man them.
Right.
Me look upon that as a guide. As me say, me now walk and burn out no oral sex. Your mouth is your mouth.
Exactly.
When me not understand what for the man, them we talk to Lisa, spend 6 months with Lisa, eat her out. He moved to Danille, he meet out Danille. He moved to Taya, he meet out Taya. You know what woman that you eat here? No.
It's a Chinese buffet.
Brother, we laugh about it.
That's a true thing.
We laugh about it. But the doctor tell me that you have to be careful if you eat. You have to watch your amount of food you eat.
Eat a 1 yard.
No, all right.
Eat a 1 yard.
Doctor tell me, say, and him have a point. Him have a point when him say it, and it's the truth. Leave the eating to married people, cause that means you can eat one time a year.
But married people cheat.
Me never know why him say that. But now me realize, say, if you're not married, you know how much people you have to go eat before you're married. No,
by the time you're married, you have no appetite.
By the time you're married, you better full.
In the reality of things is married people will cheat, married people will get divorced, so at the end of the day, 6 or 1 half does not the other. Yeah?
No, me not agree.
Danille, sometimes,
marriage tend for last a little longer, so you spend a little more time with the food there.
Yeah.
You get me? I say? When you save it,
Jay, in a cultural setting, but in a
Oh
broad
God, this
setting,
boy.
people might to get divorced tomorrow, okay? Okay?
well, if you're married, forget divorce tomorrow. You know if you eat. You know what? What you could have want to eat in a 24 hour. I know what tomorrow you're going to eat. I know what tomorrow you're going to get divorced. You know, just you look normal, banging and go on. If you're going to and you know you're cut tomorrow,
Is
you have
there
a bad
any
intention.
other question, Mr. and Mrs.
Well, if
Smith?
you
The last
sex
question.
with someone before,
Okay.
you get tested on a regular basis. That's the most important thing. Get tested, and you can go and do whatever you want to do, but get tested and protect
Exactly.
yourself.
Get what? Get what?
Exactly.
Get tested on a regular basis and protect yourself if you want to be
So
doing all.
where you would say the more you get tested, the more you eat. And that you say.
No, that ain't
No.
said that. I
Well,
Jay,
yeah.
what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying.
Hold on.
I
No,
don't know.
no.
I'm just
Not
asking.
work tomorrow. Right on.
You know what?
Sleep.
didn't say that.
Jay,
I did
remember,
not
No
say
touching
that.
your sleep.
Yo,
remember.
God kills about over the eat. You better stop it.
Hello, guys,
Keeper.
listen. In all honesty, remember this. Getting tested is important, yeah?
It
But
is.
if I was
Yeah.
in a relationship today with Jay, right? I did my testing prior to doing unprotected sex with Jay, right? And within 6 months of the time, Jay and I break up, it didn't work out, right? And I started moving on with no Brokey. That testing that I did 6 months does not protect me to go into an unprotected sex with Brokey, because I could have easily contracted something while doing unprotected sex with Jay
Right.
within that 6 months. So
Which is
even
highly
when you're
unlikely.
testing, you have to be careful.
Which is highly unlikely.
She's just giving an example,
Okay,
guys.
it's
Just
highly
example.
You're not catching.
in
Might get it from
reality of
Brokey.
things.
You might get it from Brokey.
I'm
Daniel, the
Is
best
there any
advice.
other
Daniel,
question?
hold on, man. Hold on. Danny,
Yes.
it's best if you tell the people of today's society, leave that thing till you're married. But I tell them about not test people are test hard these days.
Okay, listen. Okay, Jay, if you want to point that responsibility to me, I was married. I'm no divorced.
Time, Jay.
So what are you trying to say? Wrong candidate, honey. Wrong candidate, because I was married and I'm no divorced. What are you telling me?
After your divorce, you go married again.
Okay, of course, I am optimistic.
Then that now go leave.
But
when you're married
don't
again.
tell me, say, Jay, be realistic. Listen, and that's my problem, and that's me. If you're gonna be authentic, don't tell me that I'm not going to put another, you know what, in my before I got married. That's not realistic.
What?
I'm just speaking for me. I'm not speaking for the
D, we're making the difference as it relates to what we should tell these people. You get me?
And I'm not gonna tell nobody no lie. You know what I'm gonna
tell? What you do is okay to you, but I will say these girls or these ladies or these men, you can't do the regular, like not kill nobody, you hold on little.
Okay.
Well,
Jay.
All right.
Jay.
Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
If you are going to be honest with your live audience tonight,
yeah.
If you're gonna be honest and authentic, you are not gonna tell nobody that, hold on. Listen, when you're in the heat of a situation, whatever vibe you're getting, you're gonna go forth with that vibe. If you're in the heat of a moment where you're feeling like, yo, I got pleasure, you're gonna give pleasure. And if she feels like she's gonna give you pleasure, she's gonna do that, regardless of a test result or not.
Hold on. Let me just say something before you're done. No, because we are the Rottweiler out there, we want every girl we catch them to give it head. Hold on. Not because we were Rottweilers. Whereas, as we look, Go on the head. I respect you more when you turn me down and tell me, say, no, I can't get in the head.
Not true.
Me, respect you more. Yeah, tell you that. Nobody feel like you get no whole heap of fine. No.
Yeah.
No, me just hold on, me just tell you. It seems like when you talk to you, we're talking about us. Whereas, as a female,
Jaye.
it's reality. Hold on, no, it's reality. It's reality for want it. We're not gonna say we don't want it. But you have to know if you are ugly.
My nigga, just like how somebody that said, babes, me never do this before, and some no want to do it right now, or me a hold on or whatever, and then later on when him feel like, yeah, me can bust her now. Listen, let me tell you something, my nigga. Women have sense and knowledge too, okay? So when y'all feel like, oh, me gonna tell her so me never do it yet, so me I go hold off a little bit to see how she deal with her hygiene and all of them things there, and how she deal with herself, or you gonna maybe do a background check to see how much nigga she got through and all of them things there. My nigga, once you do the first swipe, we already know say you're pro in it, yeah? Hold on, just swipe. And keep swiping, okay? No, do
And we're not debate. No, we're not debate.
No, listen, it's the reality.
No, me not agree. So me not agree to the reality. Me agree to the reality. But we're talking about. No. They.
Oh, babe, we never do that yet. We not feel good for no say, oh, we never do it yet. Oh, we're going
hold on.
I'll go one side.
They turning a man down or turning a woman down. No mean say you not do it. If a woman tell we say she don't want to do it, that mean say she never do it before.
But what to the man that will turn it down and say,
me not do man. Me not know nothing about man. Me not do man, mama. Me not do man. You have to ask. Me not know. You have to ask man. Me not know. Me not do man.
Listen, the people, me I get cut over here. What's that?
No, Karina, talk truth, baby girl. I've never had the experience when they said, baby,
My thing is,
never do that yet.
they always say that, but it's 2020. You shouldn't be lying about oral sex because it's 2020.
Vice versa. Woman a walk I say them don't do it too.
And I'll do it with no one.
No.
Well, you don't. Again, you don't do that to everybody.
Bro. Them not yet woman in us, so them don't know enough. Them not yet woman in us, so them don't know enough. Yeah, woman up with the liquor already and take God off of the cross. Never. So if you not talk one-sided, go one side with that. Oh man, I tell you, I first them ever do it. What?
No.
Like I say, that don't happen to everybody. It's if you're special. So I don't feel like somebody should be lying about it. It's 2020. We're adults. You shouldn't be lying whether you do oral sex or not.
My point is, just hold on, liquor. If you turn me down, I respect you. That's all me I say. Me not say nothing wrong, you know. Everybody want it. Just hold on, liquor. Cause it's a serious act. People not taking it serious. That's all me I say. Me not say nothing. Me not tell you. If you want to do it in a day, you do it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You want all on as long as you want. Yeah,
what were you saying? What were you saying?
No, that's what I'm saying. When me at 56, hold out.
Hold out. No, yeah, hold out.
Okay. We're not asking no more questions.
No, we're asking one more question, but this question, we're going to have the audience just throw the answers. It's a numbers question. Throw your answers in the comments. And guys on the live, Brokey, Danille, Keiwana, Jaye, we appreciate, we love y'all, we love all the supporters.
Wait. Before we ask that question. So last week, right, on the live, we had said that we were gonna
give away
a wig from Chantel's line. Based on the amount of people that subscribed and followed her channel. So we had two. The competition was strong. Okay, guys. It was between Beverly Edwards and I may pronounce everybody's name wrong. Vanessa Brown. Henry. No, it was Henry.
One of them.
I think it was Vanessa Henry. Right? And overall, Vanessa Henry won So she did awesome. Beverly also did great, which we appreciate. So we will talk to Beverly off the air. But the winner of the wig definitely goes to Vanessa Henry. I think Henry is her last name. All right, go on, go ahead. And I'm sorry. One of the other things that we're planning on doing is we're gonna partner with. We had this discussion with Chantel today. We're gonna partner with her, and she's gonna do another giveaway in December for the holidays.
Yeah.
It could be anything from her line. So all you guys have to do is really and truly just follow her on Instagram and check it out. So we'll give you guys more updates on that as we go along.
People, we got 7 days in the week. 7 days. What is an adequate amount of time to have? Put the answers in the comments.
What you have to ask each of us, right?
Huh?
Still want hear each of us comment, right? Our views, right?
Yeah, but more for the guys, for the supporters on the live in the comments, just put up your number.
What's an adequate amount of time to do the do?
Out of 7 days.
The same thing, do the do.
How you for that go?
Per week?
Well, me first.
Per week.
Now wait till last. Me first I go. Me first is going to let me take a sip. Me first is going to
take a sip.
You see, from my partner, not boring. 7 days a week, me not deny you. No,
I agree. I agree.
Every night is a different ball game. But if you have somebody lame for one night, that's it. Please, go to your bed. What? Please, go to your bed. But if you are somebody that is, oh my God, spontaneous, honey, me have a plan for the chandelier back way tonight. 7 nights a week.
I agree, Danille. I agree.
Keiwana, you said 7 too.
I agree.
All right, on to the men.
Well, 7 days a week. I don't know if we can beat that with the record, because honestly, anytime I feel honey, you know. And I gonna try coat it up and try pretty it up. If I 5 times in a one day, me I work with all me feel.
Oh, you feel it. If I 7 times 7, Jay.
No, yeah, man. You may tell you, I'm not talking about a day. I'm not talking about day.
Hold on. Patrick said 3 if you have a job.
So maybe a guy who don't have a job can do it.
What?
Job.
But Patrick, it all depends on the female. Because you see some female like myself, you get a nice something with tease you for later, sweetheart. Just give me before we go to work. So you say later we come home, a different thing. No, I'm being real. So if any people
I not think me have time for count the days. I just work with I wake up, go home, I left work, I go for my lunch, night time, I brush, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wake up again, I never count the day them, you know. You get me? I say, when me I go say, oh, me do it today already, tomorrow and next day. I not work some more. Nobody put up on the calendar, oh, we do it Monday already. No. Monday morning, you have Monday afternoon, you have Monday night. Yeah, you have to work. Remember when I there long, you know? I can't stay there like
Brokey, what's your number?
You can't quote upon it, you know. Or just anytime nature say you are mad, you know. Mad thing. So you put a quote upon it.
And if the spontaneous part of it. Yeah? No matter if me just leave home, I would just done a thing. And you come as a baby, don't say if you got something on me outside the job. What? Ready it on.
You see you know the me not cut your box, but the you sound like you go extra. Before me reach 40, me done. Me not no more juice.
Well, I'm tonight. The debate is not for us, okay?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I have to. Yeah.
The number run across the screen. Down at the bottom. That's the number running across the screen.
Chrissy
Oh,
and
Lord.
Nolan, it all depends on the partner that you have. If you have a partner that is spontaneous, meaning for say, if you even just make me climax before me go to work, and you call me and say, you just something on the BK job, and I know say that is a sign, listen, no question asked. Yeah,
that's true.
It all depends on the partner. Your partner, if you have someone who just lame and you have just some man talk truth. Talk truth. It may not occur to you, Brokey or Nolan, but you have some men, all them know if you do I take out them penis and push in. But you have some man who know how to stimulate you, how to really play with your mind and get you aroused. Honey!
That's how she rub down my head, people. We on this topic and she rub down my head. It's rubbing down. So.
Okay. Guys, it was lovely tonight. I'm not even gonna lie.
Not true.
And you know we have different audience, so we have to mix it up, you know, and stuff like that. So to blend in everybody and stuff. So we appreciate you guys for taking the time out to come on and spending.
For real.
This is actually the longest live we've had, and we could have gone on and on.
True.
But honestly, it was really good. And thank you, Danille. Thank you, Keiwana. Thank you, Brokey. Thank you, Jaye. You guys have been amazing panelists.
Yeah,
and somebody asked where Keiwana is from. So Keiwana is from U.S. Virgin Islands.
The U.S. Virgin Islands, but she is not. All right.
She's not a virgin. I'm telling you.
Nobody don't want
so you know which island she come
from it.
Oh, good. But guys,
so nobody don't want to know where Jaye or Brokey is from?
I mean, no what else, man?
Me. Park house up on the mountain.
Guys, we love you. We're not gonna lie.
True. We appreciate y'all spending the time with us, the 3 hours. Everybody who stay on the live, everybody who come on for a minute, we appreciate y'all.
Right. And next week we're gonna have something kind of different, but you know, so we announce it in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely let you guys know. And guys, Keiwana has a business page, so y'all go over to her page.
That's where she's wearing her lash from.
My lashes is
by the way, these are consistency, which I like. Consistency is what I mean.
Keiwana, remember without.
That's right, consistency. Okay.
Consistency, yeah.
So guys, make sure you follow her on Instagram. I'll put her link in the description box.
But thank y'all again for spending another Sunday with us. See you again next Sunday. As Sunday we go back to the motivation. We're gonna do some motivation.
I remember the thing, that day you get the thing.
Which thing?
Oh yeah, you know. Huh? Hold on, you're chip out. You're chip out, man. You're chip.
It's all like
nobody here, Jay. I can't hear. The side now.
So like Auntie Dana show now.
Hey, Brokey, no make them go around here. Let me get my deposit in the Brokey.
So Mr. Something depends.
So wait, you guys have any final thoughts to say before we go? I'm so rude.
Sure.
Of course. There are always final thoughts.
On soda, man. Soda said soda.
Shut up, soda. My mute you. All right, who's going first?
Keiwana, you take it.
Just when you're in a relationship or a situationship or whatever you're in, don't settle. Like if you know what you want and the person is not giving it to you, don't waste your time. But that's really it for me.
Period. Right. And I'll piggyback on that and said, when you see the red flags in a relationship, don't expect that it's gonna change, because at the end of the day, a person will show you who they truly are from the get-go. They're not
That's
going to
true.
change. You're going to be who they are. So don't even try to deceive yourself to say, you know what, I'm different. He's going to change. He's going to do me different. He ain't going to do you different. A person show you who they truly are in the get-go. Just don't ignore the red flags.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, in closing, I just want to say, everybody, protect yourselves. Sorry, protect yourself. And as a teacher, I am big on the topic of domestic abuse. It wasn't mentioned in the panel before, but I just want to raise it right now. Domestic abuse is a serious. Anybody out there in a domestic relationship, whether physically or verbally, stay out of it.
Emotionally.
Nobody.
Emotionally too.
Yep, emotion. Any alley. And nobody hit a woman because he loves them. He lick you because he would want to kill or he want to abuse you. So if you are in any sort of relationship like that, get out. Talk to somebody. Get a support group. Do something, but just don't. And that's closing for me. And protect yourself.
Right. Love that, Brokey. Love that.
Well, accept are the main word for me, you know what I mean? Don't just accept anything as a female or as a man. Because most time we look on just a female, but men have to know that too. If this is not what you want in a relationship, make it be known. Whether verbally, physically, emotionally. Nobody settle for it and think over a period of time it will change. As I did, couple red flag show early night. You know what I mean? And oftentimes we're in some situation where no matter how much we are see the red flag, we are play blind.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That tremendously are going to affect the longer run. You see me? However, once you see it, I would advise to dip. Don't settle and don't accept. I mentioned the word accept many times because a man can't give what you know. I always say this to female. If your man a shout off for you, you want that. Because my partner can tell you, I'm one of the calmest. I mean, I need to shout off for you, due to respect. How can a naked man that a passing night?
Jesus, of course, Jay would say something.
That's my son. Come here, Danille.
Okay,
Seriously, that's my son.
But yeah.
Come on.
But yeah. Yeah, brother, you're viral enough.
Jaye. Come here. Jaye. No, Jaye, come here. Because they're thinking something different. Come here. You don't have to show yourself. Come and show your face. Like,
you can't carry him up on the live, so no, you can't do that. I'm not naked live, you know. I'm naked live.
In the kitchen because the kitchen light is better. But that's my son. He's been waiting to have his dinner. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Meet him dinner without clothes. Okay. We get
You know you can't stop a boy, Kyle. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Anyhow, the real talk, as I said, don't accept any and just anything. Cause moment you start take certain thing in a relationship that you forget. Well, I'm not say that that you get and what you want. So don't jump and blame the man. Me not give my woman certain thing and feel like say, okay, she don't want it. No, once me you take it that you want. You get me?
Exactly.
If me give you $10 a man, if me as your man give you $10, you know, make me know a couple of weeks. So I'm not. But remember close this off with that example. Remember one time me and Snacks up on a date. Out I know where Snacks make me know say, you know, if I go on better with the dinner. You see me? The dinner day over there, man. Me a pay, she a pay. She make it be known. She make me know say, this is another democratic party. I have to step up the gear. I never feel.
That's right, Snacks.
I never feel bad because really and truly every day I go home and I shout Brooks and I say, what? Snacks look like she rich. What? She look like ask him, I tell him. Until one day she have to make me know say no. You You have to do better. She can't show me she not accept it. She just not going to accept it. So anything where a man I do you today, if you want anything at all, you will accept that.
Yeah.
Because you for change that.
That's true.
But at the same time, in all honesty though, Jay and Brokey, I do appreciate everything that y'all bring to the table. But at the same time, a man change or be himself or who he really wants to be, yeah? It doesn't matter if you are that female that does everything that that man truly desire. At some point, he's going to look outside the relationship, and not that you're not doing everything, but at the end of the day, as you said, you don't settle for less than you deserve. So if you do believe that you are giving your all and that man is just not satisfied, then you can't do anything to change that. You just have to find your wave and ride it, because in the true aspect of things is, you can spin from the chandelier, you can cook, you can clean, you can do all that. A man is just, it is just your instinct as a man. A man has that dog lifestyle that if you don't have self-control, you are going to be always looking at anything that swifts past you. So Snacks may have it all good and all that. Christina may have it all that, and she's a badass chick and she's everything. But if you don't have self-control as a man, and I'm speaking from men that really state it. My pastor said, as a pastor, if he did not have what is called self-control, he would have slept with so many women that came into the church, because they came with an ultimate goal, and that ultimate goal is to get him laid. But if you have self-control as a man, you are going to remember that, hey, I have a badass chick at home. I'm not going to mess up for this temporary situation. I'm going to wait until I get home. It all boils down for me, self-control.
That's true.
I appreciate being here. Jaheim, stop walking across my line with me.
Yeah, brother, you have to do better, brother.
Thank you. My son is just low-key like, stop.
Put on if I even underpants me general. You can't move.
No, I has clothes on.
Okay, guys, remember, if you're new, please subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing lots more lives in the future, so you guys better make sure you tune in, subscribe, and thank you guys once more. We appreciate you guys taking the time to spend 3 hours with us.
It was my pleasure being here. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
I must say this in closing, Jay. When I heard that you requested me to be a part of this, I was shook it. Because I've been in so many failed relationships. I'm like, why does G would like to have me on this live? But I do understand that in every situation, you gain experience that you learn from, that you can educate and speak against. You know what I mean? So I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm really turned up. I'm really on a high. I'm really grateful. And it was a pleasure being on this panel with Jay and Brokey. And Brokey, you know that from the get-go. You're my G. And Keiwana. Any situation. You're all... Jay, just chill out.
All night.
Respect you to the max set. No lie, no cap, no joke, no laughter. I've just met Karida, but I love you. I love that you're authentic. I love that you really appreciate who you are and you own the room. And tonight it was a pleasure being on board with you guys. So I love you. And Jay, mad respect for you, I think. Mad respect.
No, you know, that's a loser son, you know. You see me? Don't
come with that. Don't come with that. Don't come with lose that clock. Negative. Don't come with them. Don't do that.
Loser have a great.
Don't do that.
Good night. Love you guys.